Survivors. Welcome to D180, the horror movie podcast, taking you on a ride. Thanks for linking up with us. I'm AJ.
And I'm Janae.
And we told y'all last week, we are closing up February's theme, Return of the Sex. Oh! First of all, I know we were talking about February is short, but this went fast. This was super fast.
It really was.
That week I was gone, I thought time was moving slow. But when I came back, it was just like boom, 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 boom. And here we are.
Here we are. It's about to be March, unfortunately.
And that means it's going to be April. Go ahead.
Yes, but that's not, I said it's about to be March, unfortunately. And we will talk about why it's unfortunate at the end of this episode. However, the good news is it's almost April. Like I said.
First of all, I think I know what you mean by it being unfortunate. But I mean, for y'all to find out, y'all just gonna have to stick around to the end of the show. But before we go any further, we told y'all last week we was gonna close out the month with a special guest, and we don't lie when we tell you we gonna come through.
Did I lie? Did I fucking lie? Sorry.
Our special guest is waiting to talk to you about this movie and a few other things. So I'm gonna let her go ahead and introduce herself.
Hey y'all!
It's Brittany, bitch.
Shit, nothing's going on with me. I am just trying to make it through this mud that's trying to take me the fuck out. February has been trying to get rid of a bitch, and I don't know why. I want to live. I want to live. Or be reincarnated as a succubus. That'd be great for me.
I can see that.
I've thought about this, but the thing is, it's just, I'm trying to figure out, do I want to be a demon? Or can I just be a vampire? You know, because it's technically almost kind of sort of the same thing. Like, I can still be sexy. I can still be, you know, I'm just going to live forever, but I don't have to be a demon. I'm a vampire. So why can't I be that?
But why can't you just be a succubus? And that's the best of both fucking worlds. I
don't want to be a demon.
No. Yeah.
But I mean, it's fine though. It ain't really that bad of a demon. It's
it's still a demon.
But there's levels to demons. There's
There's levels to demons just like there's levels to hell, and I don't want to be in any of them.
You're right.
Well, you've seen Death by Temptation. Like, did you see what the succubus looks like under all of that pretty? And I just want to be
okay with that. Like, really and truly, it's the outside that counts, not the in, like the deep inner part, really. And so, as long as I kill everybody who saw me like that, I can be this pretty.
What if you revert to your form when you sleep, and then you roll over and somebody see your ass, and you're like,
I'm gonna kill them. What part of I'm gonna kill everybody who sees me like that you not get?
I mean, I couldn't stand looking at myself.
They're gonna die. I'm not gonna see myself while I'm asleep. And really and truly think about this. You never see your own face unless you walk past a reflective surface. So honestly, what the fuck does it matter? No one will see you. You won't see you. And anybody else who sees you is dead, so they're never gonna tell about it. So truly, you can be your best self forever.
I'd prefer not to be a succubus, but that's just
even though I know me being a vampire means I won't have a reflection, and that's okay because I just know I'm sexy. Like,
depends in which world you're in.
You're correct. But have you ever seen a non-sexy vampire? Like, even the goofy looking ones are still kind of cute. Yeah.
You could be out of twinkle.
Also depends on what world you're in.
I said the goofy ones, they got a little charm. They got a charm about them. We are covering 2009's Jennifer's Body, and baby, we got a lot to talk about, okay? Do not think for 1 second we gonna skimp you on the info, but the way we about to do this is, I just want to know, how y'all feel about toxic friendships? We're at that age where we done seen it almost all, pretty much. From elementary school to middle school to high school to college, and then now into the ghetto-ass adulting world.
No, I'm trying to think about my life now, and if I have, any toxic friendships.
You know,
Johnny, I don't.
When I be listening to the show, and I realize every time Ashley be asking, no, you ain't the toxic friend. I was gonna say how you always say you don't be relating to none of the questions.
I just be like, I don't. don't know what to do.
Because it depends. Like I can be a toxic ex, and I understand that about myself because some of my friends know that I am the toxic ex. But when it comes to toxic friendships, I don't know if I'm a toxic friend or if I know of anybody who's a toxic friend to me.
I do.
Oh my
God. I do. So listen. There is someone who I used to be friends with who I thought was my friend, but really they weren't. They were a toxic friendship. Now, would I be like our good sis and, you know, going to the heavens and ends of the earth to save them or like right their wrongs? Fuck no, that bitch is dead. But I've experienced a toxic friendship now in my adulthood, and I can tell you, that shit is a wild ass ride. And let me tell you, I might be just as toxic because I got accused of being a bully. And let me tell you, I might have deserved it.
What the hell is happening?
You asked the question. I'm just answering.
We can always count on Brittany to come in and tell the God honest truth. And that is why we love you. Ashley has no words. I have no words. Because I'm sitting here trying to figure out who this toxic friend is. And Ashley's just cracking up.
Now, Janae, I can talk around this so you can get it, so I won't say the actual name. But it was the person
You know what? You know what? You know what? Yeah, hey. Oh, hell. You know what?
I think I've heard about this.
Tell you. Well, with that being said, last thing I want to say, and we can move on because I can see this episode is going to be interesting already, but I live for that. And just be aware, survivors, usually I edit little moments like this out, but I'm going to keep that in because as I am the host, I am also the producer. So I know I got to bring y'all good content. So, you know, but everything else will be edited out. But there you go. That's how.
So if you're not the toxic friend, what friend are you in the group?
Me? I don't know. That's what I was going to ask. I think I wear different hats depending on which group I am with.
I feel you. Because every group, I have different circles of friends, and every circle gets a different genre.
Mm-hmm. Like, I think there are some things that can remain consistent, but I don't know for sure. I feel like it would be more fun if we said what we thought the other one was.
Okay, well then, Ashley,
I feel like this is gonna go left.
You asked. Why do y'all not want me to speak my truth?
Go ahead.
No, speak it, girl. Speak it.
Okay, girl.
All right, Ashley, you're the loyalist, but I would say loyal to a fault. You might get killed. You are the final girl, but let me tell you, one of your friends might put you in a fucked up situation, and you gonna die from trying to save a bitch. Damn. Now, Janae, you the leave a bitch friend.
She right.
You are a partier and you are a great time, but if shit going south, you better look for your motherfucking shadow because your voice will not be heard. You're literally gonna be like, I'm doing my hands like a little feet running. That's what the fuck Janae doing. She is on the fuck down.
It really be like that. It either be like, "Hey, you coming? Okay, you not coming?"
Woo, that'll do it. You don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me.
I think, Brittany, I don't know, because you got a few hats. And when I say this, you got to hear me out. I think you are the upfront friend. I don't want to say aggressive because I don't like using that word. I'd rather say direct. You are the very direct friend. Because as we can see, you don't say what the fuck you got to say.
Right.
Period.
And that's fine. Everybody needs
nothing wrong with it. You need that friend.
To the point.
Yeah, you need that friend. Because in most friend groups, I'm just going to name different tropes. You got the direct friend. You got the loud friend. You got the goofy friend. You got the mom. You got the baby. You got the cute friend. The one that, you know, every time y'all go out, she gonna be the one that's probably gonna get y'all in the places, get y'all drinks and shit. You got
that's Ashley be getting be cute, right? She be getting the drinks. Tiffany be doing the same thing. Tiffany be getting the drinks. She be finessing, be getting the VIP, all that shit. So it's like,
and that's why I said you could be different hats. That's why I was like, you could be different things. Like you could be the one that's always in a relationship friend. You can be Ashley the clutch friend. Yeah, I've been in a relationship since you know me. That's crazy. But yeah, no, you can wear so many hats in your friend group. And I really do believe, just like you said, Nay, like, You can wait a minute, time out, because Brittany is carrying this damn The survivors at home, I'm gonna just let y'all this gotta be a genuine moment, because you know at this point we love each other and y'all don't deal with this. Brittany had a few technical difficulties before the show started, and she's redoing her space. And while I was going on my little rant, you just see Brittany's head bobbing up and down while she's carrying this lamp in the laptop.
I was trying not to make a big deal of it.
I was ignoring it until Ashley was like, wait a minute. It just depends. Like Brittany said, I am the one who will leave people. But depending on the friendship circle, I can be direct. That's
but I think you're a loyal friend too.
I am.
And I think at times you could be the mom friend. We take turns with that. I feel like we switch off with that one. It depends on what type of night we having.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like you can wear different hats in your friend group. But see, when we was in high school, it wasn't like that. You was one thing and one thing only.
Yeah. Any variation and you was getting X'd out the crew.
Okay.
See, I would say I'm the loyal friend too.
You are.
Because if I fuck with you, I fuck with you heavy. Now, if I don't fuck with you, that's a whole different story.
And don't, we know.
But if I call you my friend, I'll ride for you. I will fuck somebody up for you, sight unseen. Like, okay, yeah, you fucking with him, all right.
I'm down for my nigga.
I am literally the southern nuck if you buck. Because if you're ready, I'm definitely, I was born ready, bitch.
If you could not tell. So Jennifer's Body falls in line for the last movie of this month, being Return of the Sacked. Every movie this month involves someone coming back from the dead, and the results may vary. If you missed out on this month, baby, you missed out. You need to go back like 4 episodes, start from Tamara, work your way on down, because we've been doing the thing. But if you are new here, hi y'all, welcome to the park.
Welcome.
We're a weekly horror movie podcast where I introduce my friend to horror movies.
That's me.
So, like I said, this is our last movie for the month. So you know what that means. We're going to be uncovering our theme for next month. Somebody might be pissed, but it's okay. But to find out what that is, you got to stick around to the end. And with that being said, I'm so sorry, survivors. I feel like we've been doing a shitty job with our timing because this movie ain't streaming nowhere. Nope. And it was just streaming
around Halloween. No. Was it October?
No, like literally like December, like January. It was just on. I just watched it.
I remember watching it whenever
I watched it when we watched Tamra, because I did it on purpose. Because remember, in the Tamra episode, I was talking about how similar the movies was. I literally watched Jennifer's Body before I watched Tamra. They snatched it that quick.
Yeah. I
couldn't take it. So I'm sorry, survivors. If you ain't got it on DVD, if you not trying to rent it, then I don't know what to tell you. DVD. DVD. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into
Park recommendations.
I had to really choose. I had to pick. I listed a bunch of movies and I'm still trying to figure out who all I want to pick. I'm not going to pick all of them because I'm going to see what Brittany does. And if she doesn't say any of the ones I said, then, I'm just going to go along with it, whatever. But Jennifer's Body, baby, as much as I love this movie, I just need to let you know, baby. Ginger Fitzgerald crawled so Jennifer can run. And with that being said, if y'all love Jennifer's Body, you need to get into Ginger Snaps from 2001, baby, because Ginger ain't going to play with you, baby. That's one thing about it.
You stole mine.
I'm about to say, I definitely felt like that this was on my list somewhere.
I think Ginger Snaps came up when we did Grow Up Sis back in March last year. I'm pretty sure it had to be one of those movies.
And see, back then, I wasn't actually writing out my list. So there we go.
My next recommendation would be a movie that a lot of people tried to say this movie was, but the thing about it is the movie didn't come out until 2013, and that is All Cheerleaders Die. I love that movie.
It sounds
it's terrible. but it's not terrible. It's my type of cheese, but I love it. But basically, it's some killer cheerleaders killing men, and I love it. I love that for them. Brittany, you got any for us?
I'm just gonna go ahead and round this up because we need to keep with Catherine Isabel supremacy. We're gonna go with 2012's American Motherfucking Mary because that's that bitch right there.
Mm-hmm. That's your favorite movie. You love that movie. That movie had you in a chokehold 2020 when we watched it. You could not get over it.
I've loved that movie ever since, and I've just been on it. And I never get off of it. But if you really want to see how med school really was before she was med school in the game, come check out American Mary. That's for you.
I love Catherine Isabel. Brittany, we should do a discussion about Catherine Isabel because I feel like she's not appreciated enough.
We really
so
should.
We're going to set that up. We're going to set that up. Just hold a tab on that. I'm going to throw out one more park recommendation. Even though I know we don't mess with Miss Mamas, but all the boys love Mandy Lane. Y'all need to know that. Okay, I think that's a movie you should get into. Don't ask me what year it came out. It's sometime in the 2000s. I didn't look. Brittany's looking for me. I can hear her.
2006.
There
I
we
was
go.
looking it up.
Mm-hmm. And of course, y'all know the whole reason we did this theme was because of Tamara and Jennifer. So I say a double feature. Watch Tamara, watch Jennifer's Body. Everybody's happy. Survivors, if you have any recommendations that fit today's ride, let us know on our Twitter. Let me tell y'all something. I was one of those people not trying to rediscover the movie when it had a resurgence, because you guys know that this movie, when it first dropped, it wasn't it. But it was a reason for that, and we're going to get to it. But my first experience was early 2018. I had to dig for this movie. I just heard people talking about it, and I was like, oh, dang, I've never seen that movie. Don't know how I went almost 10 years not having it spoiled. I had to dig. I think I found it in, don't beat me up because I know how you federales like to tussle. I think I found it on some link on Vimeo and just watched it in my room. And I was like, this is a good ass movie. Wow, how have I never seen this? This is crazy. And ever since then, it's just been up for Jennifer Check and Needy Lesnicki.
My first time watching this movie was last year. Our friends at A Nightmare on Fifth Street had a watch party in Clubhouse, and I watched it for the first time with them.
It was probably really fun watching it with them. Didn't you say it was Trent's first time seeing it too?
Yes.
Oh, I know that had to be fun. We love them over at A Nightmare on Fifth Street. Y'all know they was on our Krampus episode. We're on their Rage Carry 2 episode. Go visit them on Fifth Street. They're dolls. We love them.
June 11th was when I watched it.
You wrote it down?
No, okay. So I have an app where I keep track of all the movies and shows that I watch. And so after I watch it, I click it off. So it tells me.
The date.
Yeah.
Got you.
I can't tell you when I first watched it. It might have been when it came out. I don't think I saw it in theaters, but it might whenever the fuck it crowded around on my TV screen. But honestly, I've loved this movie ever since I first fucking saw it. I was confused. It's why does nobody like it? I was like, I love this shit. Maybe I've always been a problem, and I've always been laughing at inappropriate shit and loving inappropriate movies. Because when I saw this one, I was like, I get it. I get what the fuck's happening here. Fuck that bitch. But I love her too because she's my friend to the end. Not really. I would have knifed that bitch too with a box cutter. But, because I'm butch.
This one was directed by Karen Kusama. Karen Kusama, she done been around the block before, right? And I love when a director, when they get ready for the movie, they got to get everybody ready for the movie. So she took, I think it was just Amanda Seyfried and Johnny Simmons who plays Chip. I think she took them aside and got them some beers, and they watched Evil Dead 2 in a hotel room before this started filming. Some films, you'll hear the director will give the actors, actresses a film pack so they can get a vibe of what they're supposed to be doing in the film. And Evil Dead 2, I feel like that was right on. It was perfect because Sam Raimi, if you know his style, is goofy as fuck, but if you know what he's trying to do, then you get it. It's just the horror fans that get it, and the ones that don't, it's okay. Maybe one day. This one was also written by Diablo Cody, When she first set out to write this, she wanted this to be dark. And I kind of think this is dark, but the way she goes on to describe how she wanted it to be, I see where she's trying to go. She was like, I almost wanted this to be a traditional slasher movie, but then I realized about a third of the way into the process, I cannot help but sneaking humor into the script. I have a macabre sense of humor, and since I just kept doing it, I was like, why not just make this a dark comedy and just have the horror elements into the script? And also, this was written before Juno, and y'all know Juno was what really put Cody up top, like, boom, boom, boom. She wrote Jennifer's Body back in 2006. The only reason it just didn't come out was because when they wanted to film in 2007, there was another writer's strike, and they couldn't get it out until what we have now, 2009. This one is, oh gosh. I don't really even want to talk about these producers, so I'm just going to mention their names and keep going because they're shitheads. Daniel Dubecki, Mason Novick, Jason Redman, and it was edited by Plummy Tucker. For our cast, we have Megan Fox as Jennifer Check. It's said that she was always meant to play Jennifer, but there's a rumor that Blake Lively almost had the part but turned it down to do Gossip Girl.
I can't see Blake Lively playing Jennifer Check.
I can't either.
Like,
Diablo Cody says in her head it was always Megan. It was always Megan. I don't know where this rumor came from, but I've seen it more than once. So I'm like, there has to be some slight truth to it. But
Blake
everybody else was saying, yeah.
Me either. Like, my head took to the side because I'm so confused about how this could have happened. Because she would not. No. Just no.
I'm not sure whose idea it was, if it was Megan or the studios. But Megan Fox got damn near down to 97 pounds for this role and stayed out the sun just so she, like in the movie she turned, so she was just trying to make that easier for people so she could be pale. But 97 pounds, boo. And it's like, I get it. I know as high schoolers where we have the baby fat, like we're baby fat slim, whatever, but I'm just like, goddamn, sis. But when I think about it, when you think about Megan Fox, like at that time, she was curvy, but I'm like, oh, you ain't have to do that. But I don't know who told her to do it. Like, did she do that on her own? Was that a studio thing? Because if it was a studio thing, that's a problem. If she decided to do that, then I can give a fuck. That's your body. Do what you want to do.
Shit, when I graduated high school, I was 115.
I was like 140, 150.
Yeah, I was like 120s. Like, I know I was a little curvy mama.
Yeah, I can't. And Megan, how tall is she? So for her to be however high, she looks tall.
I don't know how tall she is per se, but I would say she's probably like 5'7", 8".
So 5'7", 5'8", being 97 pounds?
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I just want to rub it in a little bit. And when I say y'all, I don't mean the ones in this call, but some of y'all little babies, because 3% of our audience is 17 and 20 or something like that. I just thought it was funny. I thought that was funny.
I wonder if my brother listens.
Some of y'all know Megan Fox as Jennifer Check, and that's cute or whatever, but I know her as a motherfucking Carla Santini from Confessions of a Teenage Drama
Queen. Oh my God.
I love that movie.
I need to bring out my DVD player. Oh, actually, I have the case, but I don't know where the DVD is.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Damn.
Lindsay Lohan had me in a goddamn chokehold. She was my girl of the 2000s. You are absolutely right.
She hit it with no one else and told something. That girl was me.
So Cody just had a moment with us, probably filled in the blank. It's okay. A few more from Megan Fox. You probably know her from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise. The new horror movie.
Her in that.
It's okay. It's all right. Somebody probably did. The new horror movie Till Death that I didn't think was bad, but I can understand why a lot of people ain't like it. I think Brittany didn't like it.
Well, I was in the clubhouse when we watched this together, and I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem.
Well, I had a problem with both of y'all.
Oh,
like y'all gonna say y'all like that, Johnny?
I didn't
really
say
didn't
that
have
I
a problem with it.
Liked it.
I'm not
I
saying
said
it was
I didn't
amazing.
have a problem with it.
Yeah,
like
it
I
was
feel
cool.
like certain points could have been made differently.
First of all,
some stuff I predicted,
since y'all didn't have a problem with it, explain to me about the lip gloss, the lipstick. Why did it never leave?
Because it's Megan Fox, basically. Okay,
well that's fine. Secondly,
Megan Fox is gonna look good.
So you can break through ice like how she did. You can just knock it a few times and then come through instead of just drowning.
You seen The Good Son?
None of this. Look, the logic wasn't logicking for me.
I mean, movies got a movie.
Yeah.
This was too many movies got a movie.
I get it. It wasn't bad for what it was, and that's why I don't have a problem with it.
She had a whole magical Negro that got...
Hey, Brittany.
You are spoiling things for people who did not see it.
My bad, y'all.
You know what? It's all right. We have Amanda Seyfried as Anita Needy Les Nikki. They almost had a few people do this role, but I can't see nobody but my girl Amanda. They almost had, Emma Stone, only because sometimes they be looking alike. Only sometimes, but no. Emma Stone, Amanda Bynes, Lizzie Kaplan, and Brie Larson. I can't see none of y'all doing this role. Like Amanda.
Amanda.
Yeah, I'm like, slightly could do it. I mean, we're talking about Amanda Bynes, but maybe. But I'm like,
lightly. And I could slightly see Emma Stone only because of Easy A.
Both of them were in that movie. I love that movie. Somebody should do that for their birthday. Maybe me. I'll do it. Maybe.
Is this before she went crazy?
That's what I was trying to figure out. I don't know.
Yes.
I think it is.
Because Easy A was like early 2000s. So this was...
Yeah, I'm talking about Amanda. I was trying not to say...
Yeah. Okay. So this is... Because she had, I think, gained a little weight in this one. So it was right before she was doing all that crazy talking about Drake.
Yeah.
No, I can't. Out of all of them, I can see everybody
except. Heard from her lately?
Hell no.
Amanda?
Yeah.
I think I've seen her on Instagram, I think. I don't know. I can't remember. I seen her somewhere. I think she cool. She just minded her business. A lot of them girls from the 2000s. It was a rough time, but it's all right. Let's talk about Amanda Seyfried. You guys to know that's my girl Karen from motherfucking Mean Girls. Like, grab your titties if you could tell the weather for the one time.
I'm sick.
Okay, boo you.
I'll always be doing this.
But no, Amanda Seyfried is in hella shit.
It's right.
Like, have y'all seen her credits? She is in hella movies. I'm not about to sit here and name them all, but don't play with my girl because she thorough. We got Johnny Simmons as Chip Dove, Adam Brody as Nikolai, but not in this movie. No. But y'all seen him in the OC. Ready or Not, Scream for You. Y'all know who he is. J.K. Simmons as Mr. Robolski. You know, sorry, white people, y'all got her names. But he's a really good actor. Now, you pronounce that name. You tell me what his name is. Wrobleski. Warbleski. Whatever. Yeah. One of our survivors. One of y'all help us out. Let us know. So then you have Kyle Gallner as Colin Gray, and Kyle Gallner, he's low-key a Scream King because he's been in The Haunting of Connecticut, the god-awful Nightmare on Elm Street remake, the new Scream movie, and I don't know if you guys have seen The Cleansing Hour, but it's a really good movie on Shudder. I recommend it. But yeah, to round this out, you got Amy Sedaris as Tony Lesnicki, Cynthia Stevenson as Mrs. Dub, Carrie Genzel as Mrs. Check, Chris Pratt, Jesus, and this is like a little thick Chris Pratt too, as Roman, and Amon Joel as Ahmet. Let's get into this real quick, because I got a lot to say.
1 second. That was motherfucking Chris Pratt?
Yes.
Listen, I don't watch this movie I don't know how many fucking times. And you don't hit me with this nigga was Chris fucking Pratt.
Yeah. See, the thing is, like, his cheeks are a little bit round. Like, he got some baby fat, that's all. And you just, like, if you're not paying attention. And his hair. He literally got that white boy, I ride ATVs and RVs haircut. Okay, so let's talk about, everybody knows. Like I said earlier, Jennifer's Body, when it first came out, It was a flop. They was like, what the fuck is this? Y'all told me that I was going to see fine ass Megan Fox, and I got this movie that I got. Here's the thing. Diablo Cody, from jump, said that this wasn't even supposed to be that. Like, I made a film trying to speak to female empowerment and explore the complex relationships between besties, and you nignogs with your dicks put your dicks all in my movie. Why?
You mean
and you do this
your
all the
dicks
time.
all in my trailer and promotion?
Everywhere, just everywhere. So the marketing fucked this up. And
Yes.
the studio. We just
Yes.
gonna call it what it is, okay? So this is the thing. This had a teaser at the San Diego Comic-Con back in 2009. Like, I really want to say it was earlier than that. But the only thing that they focused on was the makeout scene between Megan and Amanda.
I'm rolling my eyes and shaking my head.
Literally. And then the scene of Megan swimming in the water.
Still rolling my eyes and shaking my head.
That has nothing to do with anything in this
It
movie.
doesn't.
I mean, it does, but it don't.
They're
It
brief
don't.
moments in time.
Exactly. Although Karen Kusama and Diablo Cody promoted the film to be much more than the marketing, the final movie was everybody was just like, yeah, like I said, I came to see fine ass Megan Fox, and you.
And
gave
that's
me
the
one.
problem with trailers.
It is. It is. Like I said, the marketing team is to blame. When the movie came out, like when they were in the screening process, they suggested that they make the focus group be on boys from ages 18 to 24. Then I meant to ask you guys this. Which cut did you watch? Do you know which cut of this movie you watched? Did you watch the unrated?
I believe it was unrated because I was seeing shit that I don't recall ever seeing. So
okay.
I'm pretty sure I watched the unrated because I was
Okay.
confused.
So there's an unrated version. And now usually when you hear that there's an unrated version of the movie, you automatically think that obviously it got to be something that they couldn't show in the regular cut. So you're either thinking you about to see more blood, you about to see nudity, you about to hear some foul language. No,
Nope.
boo. No, psyched you out.
It's just parts of the plot line that they just cut out. And actually, I'm not mad at the parts that were cut out.
The unrated cut actually is 5 minutes longer, and it's the one that Diablo Cody and Karen Kusama prefer because it's more from Needy's perspective than Jennifer. Because even in the theatrical cut, it's still more about Needy. Y'all all just focusing on goddamn Jennifer, which is the whole joke of the movie. Like, get it together. Oh, last thing about this god awful marketing team. They came to Diablo Cody and was like, hey, yo, I got an idea. Let's do this promo where we get Megan as Jennifer doing live chats on the porn site.
Huh?
Wait, what?
Exactly. Y'all heard what I said? They literally thought that was a good idea. They was about to have Megan Fox do live chats on porn sites. Amateur porn sites. Total Varsity moves.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
I don't know what to say.
I'm disgusted.
Yeah, I think I am too.
I'm okay with like cheesy, quote unquote cheesy, like promotional things, like as far as like making cool websites or having like the AOL things, like stuff like that. But like making someone do porn, and not necessarily have to be porn. It probably could have been like chat roulette or cam girl stuff, but still, that's no.
Not crazy as part, but this is why I love being a girl's girl. Anybody that knows me, you know I'm a girl's girl unless you just one of them fuckheads. But Karen Kusama was like, don't even ask her that. Like, absolutely not. No. So Megan didn't even know that they were going to do that.
That's actually very disrespectful. And I'm glad that they didn't fix their mouth to ask that girl that. Because she already didn't like being typecast and stereotyped.
This was after Transformers. And that's why I didn't even mention it earlier when we was talking about her credits. There was no point in me mentioning Transformers because what he did was shitty to her. Like, you exploited that girl. Why did you do that? And now you got everybody looking. You see how everybody treat Megan Fox. Literally, there are so many articles saying that. I got some linked down below. Y'all know I got the links. We owe Megan Fox an apology, and yes, y'all do, because y'all was treating her terrible. That girl ain't do shit. And this is how y'all act.
I'm shaking my head because I'm very disappointed.
Because even during the Me Too moment, she was like, even during the Me Too movement, she was like, I feel like I couldn't say nothing because y'all was gonna come after me anyway just because of who I am. And she ain't lying.
I hate that so much for her because that's how we got till death. It's because everybody mistreated her and just ignored her for the longest. And then you know what the fuck happened when she finally came back? We got Till Death and that vampire movie I don't even know the name of. And we wouldn't have had those movies.
Shit. I watched that shit. Who did I watch that with? I don't know. I watched that with my brother. And, well, I'm saying brother like I have one. I watched that with one of my brothers. And I was like, Megan Fox, why are you in this shit?
Exactly. And that was because of how everybody treated her. If they would have respected Megan Fox, we would have never got Till Death. Never. I'll never forgive y'all. I'll never fucking forgive y'all for doing her like this. I hate all of you.
Last couple of things. Special effects were done by K&B Effects, and we are familiar with them on the podcast because they did The Mist. They also did the Scream trilogy. I don't know if they did 4 because on their resume it only said trilogy. The Walking Dead, Fright Night, Spy Kids franchise. And you know we be losing our shit over Spy Kids over here. This Is It. God. The Michael Jackson, This Is It. Drag Me to Hell, Final Destination 4, Jesus. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Beginning, The Hills Have Eyes, and Men in Black.
Let me have a Spy Kids story real quick. So Saturday, my best friend showed up at my house randomly. And what she did was she came to my door and stuck her tongue in the camera and like was knocking on the door. Mind you, you know how sometimes when Ring pops up on your phone, you can kind of see a preview before you open it to look at it. I'm half asleep trying to figure out who the heck is knocking on my door. In the little preview, it looks like the Thumb People from Spy Kids because of the way her tongue and chin was angled into the camera. And I was so confused because I'm like, why is there a thumb person wearing orange reflecty glasses and a mask in my camera? And it was really just her.
I don't.
All right,
you know what? Since y'all did Hereditary a while ago, I've been just like old buddy and went out the fucking window. I'd have been gone.
You are done. Both of y'all are done. I have some links down below. I found this bomb article by the designer of the movie. Sorry if I mispronounced her name. It might be Kasha Sanyo or it might be Kataya Sanyo, but she dropped some gems in it. I'll be talking about it when we do our review, but an article from her is down below. And this movie spawned a musical. I got links about that down below too. So if you want to see all that, go ahead and check the show notes. But without further ado, I think it's our time to hop up in this line.
Step in line. Your number is near. Follow the signs. Your time is here.
We gonna get dressed for a day in 2009. Do y'all, not my babies, but my baby millennials that was like in high school around 2009, 2000. Y'all remember the fashion? Jesus.
Yes. 2009 was end of junior year, beginning of senior year.
I mean, if you want a little more nostalgia, go check out our episode, The Charlotte Russe Chronicles, with our boo Coco. Because it was a time. But when we play this game in Survivors, you can play along too. The link is down below. You have to stay honest to what you would have done in 2009. Don't be trying to redo yourself because you got some sense now. We get it. We all gonna cringe together. It's all right. So we're gonna get dressed.
Funny?
What?
One of my friends the other day said, you know what's sad? How they got rid of Charlotte Russe, but somehow Wet Seal is still in existence.
Wait, hold on, wait. Wet Seal still exists?
Charlotte Russe still got stores.
Not Wet Seal, I'm sorry, Route 21.
Okay, all right.
Because Route 21 is terrible.
I find my little graphic tees, my horror tees up in Route 21, so I'm not gonna do too much.
Now in college, Route 21 was a thing for me because our mall was a hallway, literally, and all that was in there was Bath and Body Works and Route 21.
No, I'm not sitting on Route 21 because the bitch was shopping in there, especially when they
I'm like, I be finding stuff. Yeah, you gotta like literally look. Some stuff looks real childish. I'm not gonna stunt. You got to stay away from that shit. Like the stuff that be having the logos and stuff, the prayer hand. I be like that. No, but the like some things, no. I can show you some hideous ass shirts, but like I said, like my horror stuff, I can find some cute Aaliyah shirts up in there, even though they be rehashing the same 5 damn pictures. But
oh yeah, because we talked about that with TJ Maxx.
Oh Jesus! But we're gonna get dressed for a day in 2009, and our results will tell us what we'll look like in 2029. Oh my God, that's like in 7 years. Yeah, oh, Jesus, I know. First, pick a top, and when I say this triggered me, it'll probably trigger you at home. So just wait for it. Is it a plaid shirt, a band leader jacket, a tank top, or a Hollister t-shirt?
I'm the confused band jacket about that.
And the Hollister t-shirt sent me because
I'm confused about the band jacket one. Like I have never seen anybody walking around in band jacket.
You don't remember? It wasn't. I don't know why they used this picture, but you don't remember that being a trend? Like the band jackets, like literally like Black Parade, My Chemical Romance.
I was only about to mention My Chemical Romance because they were to be the Black Parade.
And like some of them didn't have sleeves, like some of them like were sleeveless, but it was just about the shoulders and the little designs on the thing. Oh my goodness, I felt so triggered. But in 2009, that's when I kind of realized I was trying to be cute for people, so I was trying to use my assets. So a girl was wearing a tank top.
I'm going with Hollister.
I was wearing a tank top. I know tits aren't my thing. It's normally supposed to be the crop tops, but I didn't know my place then, so tank tops are who I was.
Pick some bottoms. Ooh, child. Jeggings, bright skinny jeans, black leggings, or a skater skirt.
By 2009, I had got out of the colored pants phase. And I was wearing a lot of leggings because I was trying to show my little butt that I didn't have. And I liked a lot of skater skirts. But I'm gonna go black leggings.
See, for me, I think we had just discovered jeggings like in 2008. So like they was like coming out with the cute shit. The bright skinny jeans, I feel like we were still wearing that in 2009. I'm gonna go with the jeggings because I think I had a nice little handful.
Jeggings had a chokehold on me. Let me tell you, I had a lot. Them bitches look like jeans, and I was in there. So jeggings are my pick.
Just on the move, and like I can roll them up. They take up less space than my jeans. Like, pick some shoes: pumps, Converse, Uggs, or Gladiator sandals. Converse.
Now I'm confused because that ain't a picture of pumps.
It's not. It's a flat. It's a ballerina flat. But I was gonna let her live.
I'm going with Converse because I had a pair of dirty Chucks that I would not let go of, and my motto was, "Who the fuck wears clean Chucks? Everybody wear dirty Chucks around these parts."
So y'all, okay. Look, first of all, let's just go ahead and get this out in the open. I have never owned a pair of Converse in my life. I have never had Chucks. I used to go on the website and try to build my own, but I never got a pair.
Now build your own.
Like I had the little eyelets, I had the string, I had the different colors, but I've never actually owned a pair. Okay,
remember you could do that on the Nike website too. You can make the custom dunks, and I would never order them. I would just make different combinations.
I was buying shit like I was purple heavy, and this bitch called me Barney. But I got a confession, y'all. So I used to be friends with this bitch named Tiffany. Tiffany, if some miraculous happening and you're listening, hey, long time no hear. I'm sorry that I slightly ghosted you and never spoke to you again. We just grew apart, friend. I'm sorry. I'm really not sorry. We just grew the fuck apart. But it was nice talking to you virtually. Tiffany used to be on my ass about these motherfucking Uggs. When I tell you a bitch was waiting for a cool breeze, like it was... Once I felt that first fucking wind, it could be hot as fucking. Don't forget, I'm in the South. I am in Mississippi. As soon as I felt that first breeze, them fucking Uggs on my feet. I didn't have to have jacket on. I'm like, it looked like it's cold outside, so I'm wearing Uggs. Y'all.
You know what, Brittany? I'm actually going to let you slide. Only because them god awful ballerina flats are on this list. That's the only reason I'm gonna let you cook.
I didn't actually get my first pair of Uggs until college.
I never had a pair of Uggs.
What?
Because I think they stand for ugly.
You need to leave.
Sorry. Brittany is so offended, but I mean, this is how I felt when you was attacking me a few minutes ago for Till Death. It's okay. Pick some statement makeup. Raccoon eyeliner, smoky eye, concealer, lips, or wet look lips.
I'm gonna have to go with wet look because I don't think that I even owned anything else my senior or junior year. I lied. I did have mascara, but I did not wear mascara, or eyeliner very often. So yeah, we're going with wet look.
I cannot do smoky eye for the life of me. I tried it a few times. It just looked like the bomb went off. So I'm going to go with wet look lips too, because one thing about me, I'm going to have some lip gloss with me, okay? My lip gloss was popping.
Y'all, on this one, I'm technically lying because I didn't really wear makeup like at all. I didn't like it. I didn't know what to do. I was like stabbing myself in the eye. So yeah, I'm just going to go with wet look lips because that looked like something I would try to do, even though I wouldn't. It's not about looks, y'all. The reason I don't wear makeup is because I'm not the brightest crayon. I'm also not the sharpest crayon, like the ones you kind of broke in half. You're trying to draw, but it's like the one you use for like a neutral color. That's me, y'all. I'm just kind of here existing. But don't forget, I got like a pointy and I'll shank your ass with, and that's the crayon that I am.
Lord.
Not Leah from The Children. Pick a hairstyle. Crimped, bone straight, wavy, or quiff. A 2009 Ashley. It got to be wavy because I was getting into my sew-in bag. Like my first sew-in was my sophomore. No, my quick weave was sophomore year. My first sew-in was 2009, and it's been a wrap for the weave game ever since. But I definitely was hitting the body wave, so I'm gonna have to do the wavy.
In high school, I was not natural, Lord. In high school, my hair was relaxed, so I'm going with bone straight.
Going with wavy. Feel the waves. Let it move you.
Pick a hair color. Cherry red, platinum blonde, warm brown, or black. 2009, Ashley, I'm going to say black because at that time I wasn't playing with colors yet. Because it was all about you had to make sure that it looked like your hair. Like we wasn't like we are now. We just real carefree. So I got to say black. Even though my hair is more of a 4 and not a 1B.
My hair is dark brown. Okay. So, yeah, but I'm just going to put black.
I was trying to go through my photo album because I could have sworn in 2009 that I might have had like this coat colored hair, but I'm not sure. So I'm just going to be safe and say black.
Pick an accessory. A big wraparound scarf, a chunky belt, the stunner shades. I don't know why they say shutter shade. I can't even say shutter shades, but I see
No, it
why,
says shutter shades because shutter shades was a thing.
I mean, yeah, but I'm like, no, we call them stunner shades. Like we know them was the Yeezy inspired ones, but that whole era was just stunners. Get your stunners out. Or a bib necklace.
I'm gonna have to go with a big scarf because from 10th to 12th grade, I had to wear a quote unquote uniform, but they weren't very strict with said uniform. So I would wear like black skinny jeans, a white Aeropostale polo with like a big scarf that wraps around. And that would be like, we was fashionable with them big scarves on top of our shits. So I'm going to go with big scarf.
That scarf just sent so many memories. Like, what the hell? But I'm going with my stunners because I had the Soulja Boy ones. I had the Yeezy one. All the stunners of the 2000s, I had them.
I got to go with the big scarf. Ever since I was young. Not that young, but still young. That damn scarf has had a chokehold on me. Literally, that motherfucker has been wrapped around my neck, holding on for dear fucking life. And I have literally been like, come with me. And we've been together ever since. I have I don't know how many scars of the house because of back then.
Yeah, I have a lot of scarves up in my closet too. I'm looking at my bin. It says scarves.
Like literally, back then they didn't want me. but now I'm big. They all on me. That's my life. With scarves. I've been with them forever.
Let's see what our results are.
Athleisure Glamazon. Your future look will build on the comfy, athletic style of today, but with a futuristic twist. Sure, you might still have a couple of old sweatshirts from the bygone year of 2020. Still, you'll have your finger on the pulse of each of the hottest new designers, most of whom are probably small children now. And this is so true because all I wear is fucking leggings and sweatpants and
Brittany, you want
pullovers and all types of shit. And in 2029, I'd probably have my first child or two by then, so I'd probably still be not wearing any real clothes. So,
well, I don't know if this is truthful or not, but since allegedly y'all say I have a shopping addiction, I can fucking see it. It says I'm a future trendsetter. Forget Instagram and TikTok. You're going to hit big on an app that doesn't even exist yet. I don't know about that. As a result, your creativity will reach new audiences and you'll be the one starting the trends, not just following them. For you, it's just throwing together a cute pair of bedazzled Hoover boots. What the fuck are those? And an oversized flight jacket. But to the world, it'll be the start of something new. Sparkles.
I got the same thing you got, Brittany. I got future trendsetter. I can see it.
I can see it too.
I see it more for you than for me.
I can see that for you, Brittany. Everybody got different content that people like.
Exactly.
Before we get into today's ride, it's the end of the month, so we got to do our Survivor shout-outs. Let's roll through it like this. Hi, Cody.
Coco.
Cody. Bianca.
Hi, Bianca.
Donnell.
Donnell, I've been messaging him a lot on Instagram lately. It'd be funny.
Donnell's a hot ass mess. He a mess. And then it's our girl, but she right here, Brittany.
Brittany. Oh my gosh.
Nita.
Hey, Nita.
And Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
Remember, Survivors, if you want to be a part of our Survivor shoutouts, all you got to do is hit us up on Patreon, where we have tiers as low as $3 and hella bonus content. But while you're deciding whether you want to do that, it's our time. Let's get into 2009's Jennifer's Body.
You and me are going out tonight. Wear something cute, okay?
You always do what Jennifer tells you to do.
It's just that I like the same things that she likes.
Hey, Jennifer. You look really pretty.
Why don't you just come by my place? Well, this is random.
This isn't really your house, is it?
We can play mommy and daddy.
No way.
We always share your bed when we have slumber parties. Jennifer's evil.
I know.
No, I mean, she's actually evil. Not high school evil. Chip is looking really cute to me lately. How is he tasting these days? You are never a good friend. You could have anybody that you want. Why Chip? You're killing people. No, I'm killing boys. Are you scared? Thought you only murdered boys. I go both ways. I will finish you if I have to. Okay. You can barely finish gym class.
We kind of mentioned this earlier when we, rightfully so, shitted on the marketing team. This trailer, no.
Trash.
You don't need to see this.
No, you don't. And so the only props, quote unquote, that I can give it is that it has the format that I like from the early 2000s trailers. Like I mentioned before, how it has like the words and then the scene and then words and then the scene. I like that. Why I like the format of trailers that way, I don't know. But like we all know, the trailer makes the movie seem like something that it's not.
Yeah.
And
the trailer is the reason we have till death.
The survivors, remember today when we do the show, we are going to be going through the unrated cut. So if you watch the theatrical cut, you can kind of still chill for the ride. There will be a few parts that are a little bit different. So if you feel like you're crazy, no. You're okay. You just didn't see the unrated cut. But I do have a link down below if you want to see it. Like James A. Janice from Dead Meat did a cut comparison. He does a really good job. So I don't have to do it. The link's down below.
Because when I say that when I was watching this movie, first of all, the method I watched it didn't tell me whether or not it was unrated or not.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching it, and then my first scene that pops up that wasn't in the original, I was like, is this new?
Mm-hmm.
Then the next scene, and I'm like,
because in the theatrical cut, it opens like you're going up to Jennifer's house. But in the unrated version, you start with Needy, then you go to Jennifer's house, and then you go back to Needy. And the dialogue is slightly different between the two versions as well. Like I want to say in the theatrical cut, you get the famous "Hell is a teenage girl" line, but you don't get that in the unrated cut.
Huh. Didn't even notice.
Yeah, and even like when Needy's going through her letters, I'm about to get to the summary in a second, y'all. I'm just helping y'all out. I'm doing James A. Janice's job. Anyway, when you get to the part where Needy's talking about, I think I have more fans than blah, 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 blah. The names are different in both versions. Like she says like Zac Efron, Elvis, and somebody else, but in the other version, she says like some other names. But anyway, once an insecure teenager, Anita Needy Lesnicki is narrating the story from a mental institution as she currently is an inmate. She talks about her day-to-day while navigating through the day until an orderly speaks with her about her nutrition. Not trying to hear what she has to say, Needy demonstrates why she has kicker in all caps on her chart as she Spartas the fuck out of the orderly into a foundation pole, landing her in solitary confinement. Timeout. Miss Needy, not on Black History Month. Not only did you kick a Black orderly, you knocked her tooth out and you spit on her, and that spit was like yellow. But I mean, we figure out why. But
it's disgusting.
No.
Hello.
I gotta whoop that bitch ass for that. I love me some Needy Lesnicki, but for that,
give me my round.
You gonna give me my round? Fuck you in them feet. I'll chop them bitches off.
I happened to notice her chart this time. It says she put several orderlies in the hospital. Like y'all need to watch it. I wouldn't even be talking to her. I would be talking to her like from a distance. Okay. Needy wasn't always like this. Remember, she used to be kind, sweet, and a little mousy. As she continues taking us through the history lesson of her hometown Devil's Kettle, she also introduces us to her best friend, Jennifer Check. These two have what you call sandbox love. Despite having little in common, that kind of bond can't be broken. The thing is, Jennifer's like really popular. She's a flash girl, and Needy's just your regular girl. That's it. During the passing period, Jennifer invites Needy to Melody Lane, the town's only bar. But after Needy tries to decline, Jennifer low-key manipulates her to come and wear something cute. Let's talk about Devil's Kettle real quick. I be loving like that's a cute little town name. I like the little waterfall. That's cute.
I didn't remember her being in the window like that. The first time I watched
in the beginning, movie. It's kind of scary. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Like, okay, hi, Needy. You just there.
That was a little weird.
Even speaking of that scene in both cuts, when we first see Jennifer, we literally get a up the leg shot. Like she's lying down on her bed, but the camera literally comes up from her legs. It's just like vagina. Megan Fox.
Annoying.
Very. I'm just like, oh. All right. This is where we get the start of Diablo Cody's flavor in this movie, and I love it. The lingo in this movie, they really do sound like middle and high schoolers, because think about it. When we were in middle high school, we were making all types of shit up and just saying whatever.
They was really saying whatever. Like, really saying whatever. When I was watching it this time around, I was kind of just like,
I loved it though, because like I said, when we were in middle and high school, we did talk like that. Like we were just making random words up, not even random
I don't
words,
think
but
it was like to that extent.
I mean, even now, like when you hear like bussing, cap,
Busting.
leak, all them words, it's literally the same thing we was doing when we was in high school.
So back then we said slamming,
turn,
don't forget
tight, yes, hot, that's hot,
tight,
all that stuff. We was saying
yes, okay,
all of that.
but it's like I feel like it's a little different because it was more like a cultural slang, you know, versus like.
But you never had your own words between you and your friends?
No.
See, Brittany, you see what I deal with? Like we always had our own little like if you would do it because you would hope, just like the girl that made a fleek. I'm pretty sure she been saying, just like Gretchen trying to make fetch work. That was her little word that she was trying to make work and it didn't catch on. And just like you said, some stuff does catch on more than other words, but we definitely was saying stuff that other people wasn't saying. And people be like, what? And we'd be like, oh, that means such and such and such.
Like, yes, in an aspect of me going somewhere else, and there might be like regional slang differences, especially because like a lot of things that we said here in the DMV, people didn't say other places. But as far as like on an everyday friend to friend group, nah. I can't relate.
I just
me and somebody I used to be friends with, it was a nonverbal thing. So when someone did something weird, and so I have to watch myself because I still do it to people now, and like she would randomly reach over and scratch me, like just a little, not like a, just like this, and it meant that somebody was being odd or weird. And so whenever something awkward was happening, if I felt like a little scratch on my arm, I'm like, okay, she knows it too. And if I did it back, and we both feel like awkward as fuck, we need to get the fuck on down. So I mean, we had. And I mean, honestly, doing that just to like some random person. If I was in Vegas, I just scratched one of y'all. You're like, what the fuck, bitch? Why are you scratching me?
I love that. Like, we are really supposed to buy that Amanda Seyfried is this nerdy girl. I'm like, this is a pretty girl with glasses.
Yeah, I didn't get the nerdy.
And I mean, like, I don't even think, I'm gonna be really honest with you. I don't think they were really trying to make her nerdy for real. Because like we talked about earlier, you can wear multiple hats in the friend group. When we look in this movie, all the boys, not all of them, but majority of them talk to Needy before they talk to Jennifer. They like her before. So, you know, like.
And I think it's more so because Needy is more approachable. She's real, down to earth. And Jennifer is more like that unattainable asset that everybody wants, but doesn't really want to talk to because she's too good, quote unquote.
Right. Also, last thing before we go. Wear something cute, okay? Hey, yo, let me tell you something. I get it. This is AJ speaking. Like, that is my thing. Like, so we both can't.
My titties out. My titties out.
And that's what. See, that's what I'm saying.
Ass, so I ain't gotta worry about it.
My ass is like a little tiny pea. It fits my body, but it's not like, you know.
But see, it's so funny because Ashley was like, "Titties is my thing," but I'm like, I'll still wear my titties out. Literally.
See, I can't even have my own trademark around here. I'm gonna have to pull a Regina George. Hoops are my thing,
and I'll be wearing hoops.
I'm like, she probably got some on.
Not today, but I did this weekend. But yeah,
but also, guys, we want y'all to know that we're joking. We're literally joking. But yeah, wear something cute, okay? Like the way she's Megan. I love Megan's delivery in this movie, but we'll keep it moving. That night, Chip, Needy's boyfriend, mentioned how he feels about Needy doing whatever Jennifer says and questions, why do y'all even hang out? Needy dismisses the issue as she senses Jennifer's arrival and doesn't want to keep her waiting. Okay, time out. Needy, what was this outfit, girl?
It wasn't.
She said that was her rock look. That was her.
You
rock
leave
look.
her
I
alone.
Said, no, baby.
Leave her alone.
Chris can see your front booty though.
Why did Chip have that Justin Bieber cut?
It was 2009.
I know, but like It's so hideous.
It is because it's just like it's so thick. It looked like a helmet now when we look at it. But then that was the style. Can we talk? Speaking of Chip, can we talk about Chip and Jennifer's beef? Because one thing they're gonna do is fight over Needy. It smells like Thai food. Have you guys been fucking in here?
But that's also like very rude because it's like, who else would be smelling like Thai? It would be Needy, not necessarily Chip. And then why the fuck did she push her into the door that hard? Like,
hey, yo, that shove match was real. Like, no.
And push that bitch hard as fuck.
Shorty was looking confused, like, damn.
Yeah, like hold up. You didn't have to do all that. But see, that's why I'm like, Jennifer trying to assert herself. Like, you had, and John, if you tell me you ain't never met a person like this, God, so help me. We've all met the girl that do the most especially in front of dudes.
Oh, yeah.
We've all met that girl.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what Jennifer is doing.
I'm so glad you had, because I've been thinking, if you say you haven't, I'm gonna call you a bold-faced liar, because all three of us saw somebody who do the most in front of people, not just boys, just people.
Well, yes, I have met people who have do the most in front of boys, and it was more so prevalent in high school, and I found out because I had to ask people like, what? Because it was really concerning me. Because I'm like, every time I go out with my certain group of friends, we always have these girls. They be my two friends at the time. They would do the most, but then also like all the niggas would approach them, and they would never approach me. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Am I not cute? Like, what the hell? And I was told by my male friends it was like they give off hoe vibes, and I was like, oh. And so no one would talk to me because I seemed very wholesome. And I'm like, well, that's nice. But at the same time, it was like, y'all just do the most. And y'all already get all the attention, but y'all just out here doing the most. And I'd be annoyed because I was, at that point, I felt like the tag along friend. I felt like,
I hate feeling like that. I hate feeling like the extra friend, like the dispendable friend. Like,
and that's how I would feel.
You feel like the other people are closer to each other, and you just the one that's just like,
yes, because it was a triplet. It was three of us, and that's
I hate that. I hate that so much, and I don't be trying to like be whiny about it, but I don't know how to address it. But you nignogs make me feel left out. Like when we walk in on the street, Johnny, I feel like we talked about this before. When we walk in on the street, y'all got me behind y'all. I want to walk next to y'all too.
Or I'm walking in the front because you know me. If y'all walk slow, I be getting irritated.
Johnny will leave. Johnny will be up the damn street. I'm like, girl, where you going?
Damn. Yeah, I can't say I experienced that because in high school I was in my own little world. Like I felt like now, honestly. I would just do whatever the hell I wanted to. If I fit in, I did, and if I didn't, I didn't. But I do remember getting kicked under the table a lot because maybe I started shit with somebody because they told me, what did they say? Oh. It was a friend. She was trying to get me shut the fuck up. Like, you know how y'all be doing, giving me them looks when y'all don't want me to say some shit, but I keep going anyways. Well, she would just kick me under the table. Because somebody told me I acted like somebody couldn't whoop my ass. And I was like, I don't act like that, but you can't.
Fuck you.
My vein is sticking out my forehead.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I can't even do it that fast. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Finally arriving at Melody Lane to see the indie rock band Low Shoulder, Needy immediately senses some bullshit. And it's not from the guys around town just throwing themselves in Jennifer's path. It isn't until she overhears the lead singer, Nikolai, preying on Jennifer as she's getting them drinks. Jennifer, that is. Needy asserts herself to the sleazy man, lying but confirming their thoughts about Jennifer's virginity, unaware of what she's actually set in motion. During the band's set, a suspicious fire engulfs the bar, killing several patrons. Barely escaping, Needy tries to get Jennifer, who is now in shock, to safety, but Jennifer instead agrees to leave with Nikolai in his really cool van, despite Needy's attempts to stop her. Okay, so a lot happens in the scene. Let's rewind. This is where we see Chris Pratt.
This is also where we get triggered by the dreaded X that goes on your hand when you're underage at the bar.
Oh my gosh. When I seen them mark that X, I was like, yikes.
Let's talk about how one time I went to a quote unquote strip club in Myrtle Beach for spring break one year. This is before I turned 21. And because we were under 21, they gave us this hideous red shirts to wear while we were in said strip club. You know, I went into the bathroom and took that shirt off and I rolled it up really, really tight and put that shit in my purse because I'm not about to wear that ugly ass shirt the whole night.
Oh, heck, you know. I know there was probably like 2 times that I was in the club and I wasn't supposed to be. One of the instances I was performing, but even then I was supposed to have been over 21, but they just couldn't find anybody. So it was like, well, you can do it, but when the show was over, we need you to sit back here. I was not sitting back there. I was I was doing what I need to do. But okay, now listen. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna be real. Jennifer, girl, I am with you. Just like I said, tits are my thing. And these things are like smart bombs, bitch. Okay. You point them in the right direction and shit gets real.
You know, I get that. I get that. But at the same time, I will never be giving a no nigga my first and last name. I be barely giving people my first name.
Oh yeah, she did a lot. But see, okay, now here's my thing about this scene, and this is why I like it so much. So obviously, this is a high school girl. She would be doing that though. Because to her, she probably thinks she's sounding mature, like she's coming off this way whole time. She don't realize the danger that she's putting herself in. You know what I'm saying? I would fully expect a high schooler to do everything she did. Like even the way she was talking, just trying to sound like a different person.
They have 911 shooters. Girl, what?
This is always happening. I have a story. So this one time, me and remember Tiffany, we were in high school and we went to New Orleans. What the fuck was I there for? I was visiting somebody. No, her nigga worked in New Orleans then. And so we were there and we were staying because my folks stayed there too, but that's not important to the story. We were there visiting. And so her and her nigga got to arguing or something. And I went out. And mind you, I am not 21. I am still in high school. I'm just out of high school, so I'm like 18. Y'all, I went to the bar and somehow got in. And you remember that was fed drinks. I don't drink, but I was fed them. And these random people of non-color, trying to be correct when I say this, these random people were giving me drinks. And they wanted me to go on a cruise with them. And they were going to pay my way. And they told me to come back out. Like I had went out with them. And I'm like, oh yeah, meet us back here at the bench. I'm not ashamed to say I met them back at the bench. And we went out and we had a great time together. And they tried to get me to come back to their room with them. I've never told you this story. I'll tell you in more detail later. But they tried to get me to come back to their room to them. I didn't. But they wanted me to go on the cruise with them or wherever they were going that left the next day. I didn't know how this was going to work, but they really wanted me to come with them. Like they were really pushing for me to leave my friends and come with them. Because mind you, Brittany had went out again, like I said, by herself.
Did you
so
just save yourself from being stolen?
Yeah.
And see, I'm not even going to hold you because I have done some very questionable things by myself that I shouldn't have done in foreign countries. So I'm just thankful we're all here.
Right, yeah. Anytime we get these stories, I'll just be like, I'm glad you're here to tell me the story. Don't do that shit no more.
Oh my God, Brittany, because I'm sitting here like what the fuck? And I can't get mad because I have done something similar.
Speaking of preying on people, Nikolai talking to his basses, and he was like, what do you think about her? And he was like, who, Jan Brady? He was like, no, hold on, wait, fuck you. The timing, he was like, no, the Stay Fair Butter Princess, her, right over there. And once again, they were wrong, but they just was like, yeah, no, she one of them girls. Just like, well, I don't know, Johnny, because they were saying that girl's giving hoe vibes. And I would have thought Jennifer was giving that too, because she's not saying girls that are direct are hoes, not saying that, no, not at all. But I don't know why they thought Jennifer was a virgin.
I don't understand why they thought she was a virgin either.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what made you think that.
And in 2009 high school, if you was giving out those vibes, 9 times out of 10 you was putting out. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, baby girl.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, yep. Jen even tells us she's not even a backdoor version.
Yeah, and I found out that on that side of the world, they get started early, and they're quick to give up the backdoor before.
Yeah, early
the real thing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Like, I'm talking about like young.
Yeah.
Like before the sweet one. Before the sweet birthday, they be doing this shit. I'd be like, damn.
I
like,
heard like early as like 12, 13. And I'm like,
yeah.
what the hell?
Yes.
What? Does it even work then? Like, I'm just.
But yeah, I don't see how they thought that she was innocent. I also am trying to figure out how Needy was the only one who noticed that the place was on fire at first. Like,
it took me forever for the longest to figure out how the fuck the fire even started.
It was electrical fire. It started
and
it
wasn't until this watch that I figured that out. Because I was like, did it just happen? Like, what the fuck? But
and then my whole thing, I got mad because why is everybody staring at shit?
They were too stunned to move.
No, if the place is on fire, get the fuck out. Like, why just...
I did like the way that was shot though, because I imagine like you probably would like, yeah, even though some people reflexes was moving pretty quick, you see the place is going down fast, but the way they were shooting it, it really did feel like mass chaos. But time out, before we move on, please be honest, because don't make me feel like I'm weird. Y'all ever went to a concert and thought that the artist in question at this concert was gonna spot you in the audience and fall in love with you and that was gonna be a wrap?
I mean, I've always hoped that would happen, but I have never
been to a concert
close enough for that to happen. Except for that one time I met Kirk Banks. That was fun.
No, every single time when I was not in a relationship, every single time
I'm jealous.
I went to a show and I was working at the radio station, I was like, I'm gonna just act like I don't care, like I'm unbothered by you, like da 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 da. Just because I was the one that would be like walking the celebs from A to B, or like if they were doing meet and greets, I'm standing there like checking off names, bringing water. So I made sure I was dressed extra cute. I was on a mission.
I'm still also confused as to how he just ended up outside the club with alcohol in the glass. Like,
yeah, like they just walked out. Because
like,
that's why I was trying to figure out, like, did Satan start the fire, but it was an electrical fire? Because even they were looking too stunned to move when the fire happened. And Needy, I would have smacked the shit out of that drink out of Jennifer's hand. Why did you let her drink that?
She was a very bad friend. A very bad friend. Because first of all, I'm not letting you get into a car by yourself with a bunch of niggas that we don't know. You're not giving nobody a drink. I don't know where this drink came from. Why are you giving it to my friend? You're not going to give it to my friend. So Needy was terrible. And you just gonna sit there and stare at her as she gets to a car with a stranger? Fuck that. No.
We got the Sebring. But we have the cool Sebring. They said it's safe. I don't know, baby. No. I would have been like, Nicola, shut the fuck up.
Especially
Jennifer, get your ass in this Sebring. Let's go.
It was too sketchy.
And that's why this is the one point where I can stake my claim that I am more of a Needy than a Jennifer, because I wouldn't. No, I'm not getting in nobody. Look, I did say that I was not kidnapped. I'm on this. I'm right here talking to y'all, talking to survivors. So guess what? I survived. So I'm gonna be Needy because there's no way in fuck I'm getting in this van. I didn't go to the hotel room. So I'm sure as fuck not going in the van. Mm-mm. And I wouldn't have let my friend go in the van. I'd have been like, are you sure?
He was too aggressive with it. And it was just sketch magetch all the way around.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I was looking for you guys. I wanted to make sure you got it out. Oh, this one's in shock. Let me push this drink in her face.
No.
Needy, girl.
I promise. I would have stabbed him, his brachiosephatic artery, and just threw him in the fire and just been done with it and been like, it's not a problem. It's the artery in your arm that's up right here. And if you're gonna die if you hit that. But that's where I would have stabbed him and just threw him in the fire. Stop looking at me like that.
Later that evening, Needy is home alone on the phone with Chip. The doorbell rings, but nobody is there. Soon, Jennifer, covered in blood, appears in Needy's chicken and proceeds to devour the rotisserie chicken that Needy's mama bought from Boston Market. Unable to digest the crispy fowl, she vomits a trail of black spiny fluid all over the linoleum. Choosing violence, Jennifer decides to give Needy a little razzle-dazzle, Thriller in Manila, then leaves in a hurry as a shook Needy calls to her. Girl, first of all, Chip said, fuck Jennifer. People died, girls. You okay?
Why would you put down your phone to go investigate? And if my best friend showed up to my house covered in blood, I would have called the cops.
No, first of all, John A., I'm telling you right the fuck now, if you would have showed up to my house like this, bitch, I would have whipped your ass. Brittany, you too. I would have beat the brakes off your ass.
She already looked like she was
beat. I would have beat your ass some more. Like, what the fuck?
Like, yo, that's why I said I would call the cops.
When she was standing there, and then, first of all, you know, people with blue eyes freak me out. And Megan is gorgeous, and I think her eyes are like blue-green or some shit, but that shit was scary. And then she smiled the way she did. Bitch, a frying pan up the face. No,
I would have called the cops, because my whole thing is, you look like you've been through some shit and them niggas did something to you, so we're calling the cops, okay? And then
Needy was like, what happened? Bitch, it don't matter.
Look, see, y'all aren't good. I would not have called the cops. Like, if one of y'all happened to come into my house and you look like that, and we just been in a situation, and you're eating my chicken.
I wouldn't
First of all, I'd be like, where'd you find chicken?
Like, come arrest her.
Oh, I get what you're saying. No, I wouldn't have called them period. I'd be like, okay, we need to get you cleaned up, and when you talk about what happened. Well, look, clearly something is, maybe somebody's dead. This is the person.
She ain't verbal. She is non-verbal.
We wasted valuable time of evidence. Like, and now you sitting here eating my mama. Boston
but see, y'all all missing the point. All you got to do is beat her ass, knock her out, call the police, let them deal with it.
No, because then they're going to be like, well, there's two different times of trauma here. You got the initial trauma of whatever.
I whooped her ass because she was about to whoop my ass.
You ruining evidence. You just need to call the cops.
Y'all see this bloody body. Y'all see these stab wounds. Are any of my knives missing? Are any of my knives bloody? No. I actually have a phone call. I was just on the phone with Chip. So you see that I was on the phone at this time.
You could have staged that. You know how cops are these days. So no. So you know what? We're going to get you together. We're going to get you right. And we're going to talk after you're fine. But I wouldn't have been there crying, cleaning up all that black goopy shit.
Okay.
No, I would have whooped your ass for that. You had to clean it up when you woke up. I'm not doing that.
Staying up all night cleaning it off the linoleum. The way she say linoleum was cracking me up. I got to say it like that every single time. Then I love the part when Jennifer, like I said, razzle dazzle, Thriller in Manila, when she pushes her up against the wall. Are you scared? Yes, bitch. I'm actually pissing myself right now. Wait. The fuck do you think? Okay.
I kicked you in the vagina.
Yo, did dudes in y'all high school literally run up to girls and punch you in your vagina?
What the fuck? Now, see, no, you be saying, I be saying some wild shit. That's the wildest shit you ever said.
You took what the fuck out of my mouth.
Because they wanted to see if the shit would hurt, and they would run up to you and be like, right in the vagina. And we would just sit there and look at them like,
what the fuck do you mean a band thing, Johnny?
Thank you, Brittany, because I said, boy,
they didn't do that to each other.
Looked at me like I had three.
Because they didn't do nut checks. They was going around punching girls in the vagina.
What is wrong with y'all? The next morning at school, rumors are swirling about the tragedy. Jennifer appears just fine and shrugs off a once again shook Needy's concerns. Jennifer also shrugs off their teacher, his attempts to comfort the class, as well as the entire accident. After class, Needy tries to confide in Chip, but he chalks it up to stress from the accident. You know, recent events, girl, you just had. It isn't until Colin, a boy from Needy's class, comes around that Chip tightens up. First of all, boy, when did you and Colin start becoming friends? Nick. Oh, now you want to tight? Okay. It's giving a little dick energy. Well, I don't know, because we'll talk about it later. But anyway, when we first get on this scene, we get a small little flashback, right? And you see a baby Jennifer and a baby Needy in the sandbox. It's supposed to be the sandbox love. I don't appreciate the ugly Ashley thing.
Girl.
Out of all the names.
Ashleys are common.
Well, I just didn't appreciate that. But anyway, we also see why Needy didn't call 911 or tell anybody, because she promised Jennifer that in the sandbox she'd never tell on her. So anyway.
Girl, that's not telling. You done got fucked up in the woods. I'm trying to help you.
Now, Jonna, you know that's still snitching. That's just cherry picking with snitching. If you open your mouth to somebody else to tell somebody else business, that's the folks.
Because
that's snitching.
At the end of the day, my friend is in danger, and I care more about my friend than your dumb ass. So go to jail.
But it's her friend. That is her friend who told her never tell on me. That's what they make the bond. You can't break it now.
I'm telling on them.
That is telling.
You are.
My thing is telling on you, like you did something, and now I'm telling on you. She had stab wounds. There was feathers coming out her fucking jacket. Okay, the jacket stabbed.
The jacket was flying, and that's not
he
on
wasn't
us.
Talking.
He talked to her to find out what happened.
No,
y'all not about to argue.
She made noises.
I don't know if it was just me, but Megan's delivery when she's like, "You always had a tendency to overreact," and blah 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 blah. Is it just me, or did anybody else get Jennifer Tilly vibes?
No,
it was just me. Okay, because maybe you need to go back and see that scene. But she delivers that line and a few other lines. She literally sounds like Tiffany Valentine. Like it is the same cadence, the same, like, my mother always said no, like all of that, like you hear it. And now I want Don Mancini, I know you're listening to me, you're probably not, but now I want Megan Fox to play Tiffany Valentine in the Chucky universe, but like in Bride of Chucky, like play her as do y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all know how I see the Chucky, Jennifer was playing Tiffany, playing Jennifer. Well, now I want Megan Fox playing Jennifer, playing Tiffany, while the real Tiffany playing Jennifer watches.
I got you. So Jennifer Tilly would be Redmond, and then Megan Fox would be Jennifer Tilly, who's playing. Okay, I got you.
Also, I just want to know, did anybody peep when the teacher mentioned that the exchange student Ahmed died, Jennifer just starts giggling to herself? I'm like, bitch, you not slick. Yeah, so soon as he says, yeah, and our poor Ahmed, the camera just goes to Jennifer and she's just like, that's because this bitch ate him. Mm-hmm. You don't find this out till later in the movie, but that's why she's doing it.
I appreciate how she did her due diligence before she ate him. Like, this is really fucked up, y'all. I'm not saying it's okay, but the shit was funny when she was like, "So nobody knows you're out here? Nobody, nothing. All right, then come with me." And she ate that nigga. I was like, "Look at you, bitch! Mm-hmm. Look at you planning." Like, she did not want to get caught.
Not at all. While the small town is devastated by the deaths caused by the fire, Jennifer pulls up on the school's football captain. I mean, superstar status. Y'all know how them little towns is. It's always an all-star athlete. Jonas, who was best friends with Craig. I didn't mention him, but he was one of the boys that threw himself and Jennifer at the bar earlier. Suggesting that Craig's dying wish was for them to be together, she gets him alone in the woods and then attacks him. His disemboweled corpse is later found by Mr. Warbelski. There you go. Boom. That zoom shot when we get to Jonas, like all the way from the end of the field or wherever it is, that shot is fire. But it fucking scares me because we look at Jennifer walking towards him all the way from yonder, but then she pops up on the right of him. And she does this a few times in the movie. I'm like, okay, bitch.
Yeah, I said that. I said, how is she walking in from his left but end up on his right?
Yeah, I was like, now hold it. You doing that succubus shit. Cool it.
I love that scene. Like they want to watch.
Like, why are you so warm? She goes, shutties. I was like, what? What is she saying on that part? Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
I couldn't see captions because
I couldn't either. I was like,
I watched it.
What is she saying? So Survivors, it's the part when her and Jonas are in the woods and they about to do it. And he's like, why are you so warm? And she's like, shutties. I'm like, what is she? I don't understand what the fuck she was saying, but anyway, this is the first time we see her mouth unhinged. It looks awesome. It looks freaking amazing. But one thing, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm ready to blow your minds if you don't, because I just learned this. In the unrated cut, when the police come to get Jonas's body, you hear his dad give this like mini monologue.
Yes. Oh my God.
If you close your eyes, do you know whose voice you hear?
No.
Patrick Starr. That's Patrick.
What?
Patrick.
Not the Krusty Krab, is Patrick. No, that's literally him. So when you hear him deliver the lines and you're not paying attention, you'll be like, now hold up. I know it ain't. But no, it's him. So the next time you listen to it, just close your eyes and you're going to be like, now hold the fuck up. What you doing at a Bikini Bottom and in Devil's Kettle?
Oh, whew. I thought I deleted my notes on accident. Okay. Was the deer eating the intestines in the original?
I think so.
Because I didn't remember that. And then I feel like they could have left out the parents crying. I feel like they could have left out that. I'm glad they left it out in the original. Because
I mean, I think it's better because you get to see how everybody else is affected by what Jennifer is doing. Almost like ginger snaps, you know?
This one, I like the parents later on. But this one, it was kind of just like, he did a lot.
That monologue.
The mama was
like
okay.
Rich people get.
That's what I'm saying. The mama was fine. I was okay with the mama. That was a natural visual reaction. But the dad, can you imagine somebody's parents really going into a whole monologue in the parking lot?
It was given that dad from Jack Frost. Your son hasn't been cold for 5 hours and you want festivities? Oh, damn. Then this is also where I love it. I love how they did this scene. We get the scene of Megan Fox swimming bucky naked through the lake to clean off Jonas's blood, but you don't see a goddamn thing. I loved it.
Me too. That was a beautifully shot scene in the goddamn water. She was doing a little stroke just right. The music when she was going, and you're like, get it, bitch. Yeah, you just ate somebody alive. But you know what? We don't care.
Cuts to her fully clothed, going about her day. I love it. Y'all thought y'all was gonna see some titties. You was wrong. Meanwhile, the members of Low Shoulder gained popularity due to their rumored heroism during the fire and offered to make a charity appearance at the school's spring formal. Needy's mom sits and eats with her, detailing the messed up dream she had about Needy being nailed to the cross, just like our man JC. She goes on to say she ain't have to worry about it because mama finished things like she does. Needy says that she can fend for herself, but mom says it's going to be a day that you'll be crying out for me and I'm not going to be there. Low Shoulder, y'all ain't shit. They was like, we love the people of Devil's Lake. I'm like, that's okay. He literally just said the town's name and here you go still fucking it up. Like, this is
just rude.
That night, Jennifer calls Needy, having a Ginger Fitzgerald moment, to having discovered that she is a force of nature, still dismissing the town's tragedy. Chip calls, hold on. Jesus. Chip calls Needy, asking to meet her to tell her about Jonas's death. And of course, this adds to the hurt that Devil's Kettle has already been suffering. The once small town is now the center of America's national news coverage with all eyes on them. Still, Jennifer can't be bothered as she is channeling our girl Ginger Fitzgerald in her slow-mo walk through the hall moment while everybody is sobbing and crying and sad. Her burning her tongue. I tried to do this. Don't do it. I just wanted to know could I do it? I am a god, okay?
Girl, what?
I am a god.
See, Brittany, when you say it, it's bad because you're a Leo, so
You know
already
what?
got a target on your back. I feel like I can say that because I'm a Libra, so no one's gonna really take me seriously. But they're gonna put you on the cross like our man JC.
Boo. Crossing you out.
That's fine.
Cross out
You're
Ashley.
gonna uncross me in a second. I'm sure. Also, Jennifer, girl, don't get your ass whooped. She was like, how's Chip been looking these days? Looking like you about to get your ass whooped, Jennifer. You trying it. She really sat there and tried it. No, girl. But you made up for it with that slow-mo walk because in 2022, Gen Z is scrambling to get that damn jacket. They want it. And I'm going to tell y'all, it came from the Baby Gap. It's a whole bunch of people remaking it, but it's from the Baby Gap. If you could find it, then there you go.
That jacket reminds me of this novelty store that used to be in Arundel Mills Mall. And was it LFG? LFG wasn't novelty, but I feel like it was LFG who had something similar to that.
I had a jacket like Jennifer's, except mine was brown and it had pink hearts and a little gold trim.
Because mine definitely was like a little slight crop. You know, we had them ultra low rise damn jeans, and my little pelvis was showing. I want to say it was LFG. Oh, I love showing off my cuts because I was like really skinny back then. So any little pelvic cuts that I had, I'm showing that shit off.
A month later, Jennifer is beginning to look pale and crusty. For her. After she and Needy call out the bullshit, learning that Low Shoulder is quote unquote donating money because they are now quote unquote heroes, they head out into the halls. While they're walking, Colin asks Jennifer on a date. Jennifer declines until she thinks Needy might be interested. Right after making plans with Colin, again, she tries it, trying to walk up on Chip, but Needy ain't going for that shit. And you know what? I'm gonna put a cap on it right there. Let's just stop real quick. My girl Chastity, shut the fuck up talking about this Wikipedia. It is real. It's on the Wikipedia. Y'all know that's my peeve. Y'all know that is my peeve. Except I will say,
back then, I don't think we knew that like people was updating Wikipedia.
Probably didn't.
I have another story about Wikipedia, but I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna leave it in the draft. Please remember to remind me, and I will tell you a story about Wikipedia. And I got in trouble because of that goddamn site.
But surprisingly, the Wikipedia for the Jennifer's Body movie is actually well done and thorough. I read it. I was like, oh shit, okay, this is actually all right. But anyway, when she was like, I don't watch boxing movies, Colin got so pissed. He was like, it's not all right, fuck it. Like his reaction to her, I was like, that poor child, because that's how I feel when I be talking about horror movies and people don't be knowing what the hell I'm talking about. I was like, all right, never mind. It's cool. While Needy and her boyfriend have sex with the slippery swirl condoms that he got from the Super Target, Jennifer lures Colin into an unfinished home. And if you pay attention, you might see Cassie running around trying to get Nate to catch her. It's a Euphoria reference. The girls that get it. The girls that don't, and it's all right. As Jennifer is seducing Colin, Needy senses something dreadful is happening. Putting it together that Jennifer is killing Colin, which she is, Needy leaves in a panic and almost runs over Jennifer, who is effing with her at this point, drenched in blood. She rushes home, calling for her mom, who isn't there, just like she said. But you know who is? Jennifer, laying in her bed. Colin driving, singing, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone, shows me that you niggas is stupid. This nigga thought he was about to get some cutty. He was feeling good. He pulled up to that house. He ain't asked not one question.
Right. If I pulled up to an abandoned neighborhood to meet someone, I'm not getting out the car. I'm turning the fuck around and going home. Like, what is wrong with you?
Didn't ask not a nut question. I would have texted her. Well, he did text her. I would have been like, come outside.
He wanted some pussy, y'all. Look, he was not gonna knock that chance. He was about to live his best life and do it. And so
I mean,
that's
I've done some
why
strange things for some dick, but
she needed a
I
nigga
ain't doing
hopeless.
I love when he goes in and Akon is playing. I see you winding and grinding up on the. That's my shit. Let me tell you something. The Akon in the 2000s, baby. Okay, it's the thing.
So the dead versions of the Jock and Jennifer in the corner, that was weird. Why was she sitting on like perched up like a gargoyle?
That's how they wanted her to look. Like she's always like watching. Because I think the thing is, we know that Needy has this sense for Jennifer, but I think Jennifer has it too. Because in the beginning of the movie and in the end, when Jennifer's laying in her bed and she looks at the window when Needy's there, but when she looks, she's not there. I think she sensed her, like knew she was there. So I think that Jennifer knows like Needy can feel this, and that's what was going on.
That's why she said, I need you hopeless. That's why she was so hung up on him having that strong ass emotion.
Yeah.
I don't think Needy ever told her. I think it's a shared one. So she knew that they both felt it.
Big. Boy, get off of me. Get off. Their whole sex scene is hilarious because his face. She was watching him put the condom on. That whole thing, I had the giggles because it was just funny. Like, it was perfectly awkward the way it was supposed to be. Can we talk about Megan Fox? Baby, I keep talking about how she acting her ass off, and I know a lot of people didn't see it and they gave her a Razzie. But when she was talking to him and the whole eye switch, I need you frightened, I need you hopeless, breaking his wrist and shit, I was kind of scared. I'm like, oh no, girl. Like, I loved every second of it.
I love that shit. I loved every fucking second. I'm like, all right, I need you hopeless. I wanted to feel that shit, and I did when she was talking.
Just very not like she knows she can overpower him at any moment, but she just has to toy with him. I loved it when she's cupping the blood out of his body and drinking it. Also, let me be a hater for 2 seconds, but she was 97 pounds. When we see the silhouette of Colin dying, that's really her body. They didn't do nothing to the shadow. That was really her. What waste? There is no waste.
Yikes. Was her hopping on the car like that in the original and crawling out the woods?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure. But that part was scary. That. When she crawled out them bushes, I said, bitch, what's that? The Wendigo? Like, what the fuck? No. Because I didn't like the way she crawled up out the woods. It was not cute. I was like, oh no, this ain't it. Also, I do want to bring up, I do like that this is kind of like the opposite of puberty, kind of, sort of. Like, usually when we get movies like this, our period is the catalyst, like Ginger Snaps, Carrie, Excision, like. But with this one, it's like she has to consume blood, not excrete the blood. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like a whole reversal. Like, usually it's about the period, but this is about her like taking in the blood. And she also has to do it once a month, just like a period. I thought that was pretty interesting. Acting like she wasn't just wild and in these damn streets, Jennifer gaslights Needy, leading her to initiate an overdue, pent-up emotion makeup session. Snapping out of it, Needy demands to know what the fuck happened. And Jennifer, I love that Jennifer was just like, I bet, let me tell you, hold on, it's actually an interesting story. Low Shoulder took her into the woods, right to the kettle, and offered her up as a virgin sacrifice to Satan in exchange for fame and fortune. Although the sacrifice and greedy exchange were a success, actually shit kind of went left because remember I told y'all Jennifer ain't been a damn virgin since junior high. And when the lead singer Nikolai murdered her, the ritual backfired and a demon took over Jennifer's body. And now here we are.
Partially backfired because they still got famous, but
right. Which I'm like, how'd that work? I feel like it needs to be a loophole to that. Yeah. I mean, I guess it ended up happening. It is
but the loophole.
Well, technically, I would say the ending, like the demon knew that because it backfired, that they were going to do some fucked up shit, and it was always they were going, regardless of what happened, their fate was sealed.
I can see that. I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Like that shit was going to happen.
I have to say is y'all gonna be like, you was really thinking about that. So in this kiss scene, what Megan's nails are like, she has really short and weird thumbnails. Like,
I was looking at her nails, but I was only looking at them because when I was in high school, I did this thing. All my nails were the same color except my ring finger. And I noticed that with Jennifer's, all her nails are the same color except the middle finger. But I did notice that they were pretty like short and nubby.
Yeah, I didn't care about the colors. Everybody done did weird shit with colors, but it was just the shape and just how it was so weird. And then I feel like that was an extended kiss scene because I don't feel like the kiss was that long in the original or the theatrical version.
I can't recall, but James A. Janice can tell you down below. Like, I can't remember. But the scene, it was going to go further. But Diablo and Karen was like, no, because these nignogs don't know how to act. And if we take it further, they going to have a fucking field day. Just cut it.
I also feel like the monologues in the woods with the dudes was longer too.
Because, okay, here's the thing. I've seen both versions so many times that at this point, both of them like can exist in my head and I really couldn't tell you. Some parts I know for a fact aren't in that theatrical cut. But this one between the band and the sacrifice, it might be. I'm not too sure. But let me tell you something. Jennifer constantly saying like she's a virgin because she think they want somebody with experience. I'm like, girl, do you not watch horror movies? I would have been like, bitch, no, I'm ran through.
Clearly she don't watch shit.
I would have been like, no, boo. Oh, she don't watch horror movies, so she wouldn't know. Damn, poor Jennifer. You right. Also, I'd be so pissed if I was about to die and these motherfuckers started singing the song to me.
8675309. I would have got up and killed myself. I would have jumped in that goddamn hole. I'd be like, hold up, wait, let me just go ahead and leave.
I was not a fan.
Don't worry about it. I take myself out. Bye.
Kill, though. I was not a fan of that.
Yeah, I feel like he stabbed her longer than the original. That was a long time getting stabbed.
It was literally like 6 swings, and I was just like, we didn't have to. I didn't need this slow-mo. But also, I want to bring up, Jennifer says that I don't know what happened. I just blacked out, and when I woke up, I knew I had to get back, and I came back to you. She didn't go to her mama. She didn't go to get no help. She went to Needy. Why? Because that's her bae for life. That's her bae for life.
They both need each other.
Then we mentioned this already, but once again, Megan Fox is scary. When she walked up to Ahmed, bitch, I almost left the living room the first time I seen it. I was like, no, I didn't like the way she was walking. It was the sound of the heels just clopping, but also like her face. Something about that scene unsettled me. I ain't like it.
That nigga was God.
As the town is again stunned by Colin's death, Needy goes to the school's library occult section and surmises that Jennifer is a succubus. You know, we're fans of succubus. We support them, but we don't want to be them, but we support them.
No, Brittany wants to be them.
That's why I said Brittany wants to be them. We don't. Yeah, we support.
No. Vampires over here.
It's
not. We don't want to be.
I mean, it's the same thing.
No.
It's literally the same thing. And honestly, they really can't take you out like that. Like, it was because, you know, they bonded, the motherfucker was able to be killed. But really and truly, you really can't kill succubi unless they just starve to fucking death. And so as long as I have an endless supply of bodies, I don't think I'm ugly. I think I can attract those people.
Again.
And that's why you can't go out in the daytime. But you know what? I can go out whenever the fuck I want.
Why do y'all keep going back and forth?
Depends on the world. If I'm in the realm where the vampires got special rings and shit, we can go outside. If I am in the Twilight world and I'm just a sparkly ass motherfucker, like, it just depends on the world that you're in.
I hope Tom McCullough take you to his cave. You one of them sparkly ass vampires. You be down there with his little shiny ass
with the glitter bombs and the leather pants.
Johnny, you ain't
seen Moana. I just missed what reference you said. That's why I was like,
yeah. That's why I was like, why are you looking at me like that? I'm talking about Moana.
So as my girls just got into it about, succubi, they be weak when they don't eat, child. Like, that girlfriend that when you see her, you better be taking her out to eat because she's gonna slap the shit out of you. That's a succubi.
And that's why we be eating over here. We be eating because I'm gonna be straight.
Calls me a dragon. And he says you have to feed your dragons because he knows that I'm an angry bitch when I don't eat. And my friends know that I'm an angry bitch when I don't eat too.
I do.
Because when we get into certain cities, especially when we're traveling and we get into a city, we're like, okay, we need to find Johnny food before it gets too late or a certain time because she gonna get an attitude and we don't got time to be dealing with her attitude.
Johnny, that's why we get along because I'm the same way. Like I get so angry if I don't eat. Like all of the little happy in me drains the fuck away so quick. You be like, who is this bitch?
Oh, I was getting that way in Vegas.
No, that's why I shook my head because you already was there. Anyway, Jennifer needs to feed on flesh. Shut up. Anyway, Jennifer needs to feed on flesh in order to sustain her life and appearance. Needy tells Chip about her recent discoveries and warns him not to attend the school dance because, baby, it's going to be a bloodbath out that bitch. He does not believe her, and she subsequently breaks up with him in order to protect him.
Dumb as shit. I would never break up with my boyfriend to protect you. Nigga, you better with me than with anybody else.
I think she realized that Jennifer was going after people close to her. So if I break up with Chip and I'm not concerned about him anymore, Jennifer not going to be trying to go after him anymore. I think that's
that logic backfired because that's even like, oh, he's free now? Now I can flaunt him around.
But I don't think Jennifer knew that they was broken up later on when she started talking to him. I think she thought that they was still like, together. I don't think she knew that they had broken up yet. But besides Jonas, all the other boys that have, like we said, they all were talking to Needy first. And then Jennifer was like, oh, you're interested in this boy? Maybe not sexually, but you're kind of interested. Let me take him away because nobody can come between us, bitch. It's just me and you.
That's friends for life.
But we had a little scene. Colin's funeral happens. When I say the mama went off on the friends and spoke nothing but facts, baby, y'all should have just stayed in y'all little lawn chairs and not said nothing. She said, my son looked like lasagna with teeth. And I know because I had to identify his body.
That's the one parent scene that I like. Like, I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I didn't like Patrick Star.
Also, I do like that we learned that Jennifer and Needy haven't spoken to each other in a long time. I wish we could have got more scenes with that. There's this one deleted scene I seen. I don't know where it's supposed to go in the movie. There's a deleted scene where we get the line, and I want to say Jennifer says, I'm eating boys. I'm not killing people. I'm eating boys. But I don't know where it goes in this movie. I feel like it would have went here, but it said that they hadn't talked in a while. So I don't know. Somebody that owns the DVD and got the deleted scenes, you tell me what it is. Chip goes to the dance equipped with pepper spray, hoping to meet with Needy, but instead is intercepted by Jennifer, who earlier she wasn't looking too good, but now she is. It's all good. She seduces him after lying on our good sis Needy and takes him into the abandoned pool house. First of all, tell me, Needy, why your mama put you in that god-awful peak dress?
I liked it, kind of.
She looked better when she was wet, and that's the fucked up thing to say. Like when her hair was like loose and everything, I was like, "Oh, this is what it was supposed to look like.
Right.
Like if it was supposed to be a little heavy and everything just kind of pulled down." I see it now. I see the vision.
Jennifer rubbing the foundation on her face in the mirror because she hungry and ugly. I was like, I'm so sorry, girl.
I understand.
If I had a boy for you, and no, for real, I really did. Like outside, because it is just them days where shit don't work. Like
I'm just hungry and ugly. I understand.
Okay, ain't nothing working. Makeup not working. Hairstyles not working. Clothes not work. Like it's a wash. It's a dub. It's canceled. Okay. Also, Jennifer, once again, girl, fucking with me, I would have beat your ass for telling that lie on me. Not you telling my ex or my kind of fake ex that I've been fucking calling doing varsity moves. Why would you lie on me like that? Moves you ain't seen before. Also, last thing, I like when both of them run to the pool house, Needy and Jennifer. It looks like a painting in the background. It doesn't even look like a real building. At the dance, Needy gets that feeling and takes no time to arrive at the pool house. Well, she does stop at Chip's house, but yeah. Walking into the
Wasn't that cut out?
Yeah, that was cut out, but I think the only reason they kept that scene in is because that's how Needy figures out where Chip is, because in the theatrical cut, it just shows Needy running to the aquatic center, but you like, well, how the fuck did you know they was there? But his mom is like, well, he always cuts through the park and the aquatic center is in the park. So that's how she put that two and two together. But also, I think they left that part in there because they'd be like, Camille, close your legs. No one wants to see your kiki. And then Camille like slowly just closed her legs and put her skirt over her.
I remember the transition of my Nana trying to teach me how to wear a skirt, because when I say I was a tomboy, and I used to get my little legs tapped because I just couldn't get right.
No one wants to see your kiki.
Couldn't get right.
Walking into the decrepit aquatic center, Needy finds Jennifer feeding on Chip. Needy tries to drown Jennifer, but Jennifer evades her and almost attacks her, but is stabbed by Chip with a pool skimmer. After Needy reads Jennifer for filth, oh Jesus, it was dirty, she escapes out the window while Needy watches her boyfriend die.
Wait, Ashley, so you mean that wasn't when you needed laxatives to stay skinny?
Oh my gosh, that was 2 years ago when you were the snowflake princess. And that's sad because girls really be doing that. I'm not gonna stunt. I've done that. Like
the pro cheer world is cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like when you leave the pro cheer world, it take you a second. Well, yeah, I'm talking about when you leave the world. Like when you leave that world, it do take you a second to realize like you are not. You can do things after, but if you're not doing nothing, you be like, dang, this is real regular around these parts.
And that's how I literally had a issue with my look and my body after I stopped cheering, because for however many years I was like, I need to be this, I need to be this, I need to be this, I need that. And then when I wasn't that anymore, and I was just kind of like letting myself be quote unquote normal, I was struggling. Struggling mentally, struggling emotionally, physically.
Yeah.
It was just a hot ass mess.
I mean, because like you said, you literally, and in some cases, one team that I was on, we had to stand on a scale. And if you did not weigh a certain way, you wasn't dancing, girl. Like it didn't matter how good you looked. And when you leave that, it does leave an imprint on you. So I can imagine, and just like I said before, I was a pro cheerleader when I was Miss Black and Gold and I wasn't Miss Black and Gold anymore. Like nobody cares, but the person that it happened to does care about that stuff. And you do kind of hold on to it a little bit.
Yeah, like I equated me being pretty to the size that I was. So for a good 2-3 years, I did not think that I was pretty when I weighed more than a certain amount. And it literally, I finally got out of that last year. Finally got out of it last year. But it just fucked me up.
Yeah. No, y'all, I just want y'all to know, y'all are both really pretty to me.
Oh, thank you.
Brittany, no. She said prettier than her.
No, she said to me.
Oh, okay. She ain't stopped me either. She was about to let me go off too.
Y'all are. Anjana, you were really pretty when I met you. You're still pretty now, but you're really pretty when I met you in Vegas.
Thanks.
Jesus.
And shit, and the funny thing about it was I was actually struggling in Vegas, but I was like, you know what? I gotta get over this shit.
I don't know why, because you look great. I liked you. Actually, you know I think you're that bitch. So
Ashley is that. Did you see her pictures that she posted last week?
Okay, first of all, okay, calm down. Y'all know my ass been trying to get in a swimsuit, so let's just relax.
Okay.
I hadn't put human clothes on in a minute. I was just excited. That's all.
He was real excited. Like when that cup was sitting on that ass.
Donnell did. Donnell did. No. Donnell, have you seen that picture?
I saw it because someone posted the room that we're having in March on Twitter. And so I was scrolling the feed and I saw it. And so I seen my picture, but then I seen your picture and I'm like, is that a wine glass over?
Donnell did that.
And then I immediately knew that Donnell did it because we already know. We already know.
I was like, I'm not changing this picture because this picture is just so funny. It's just hilarious.
It was given a paper magazine cover vibes.
Yes, I was like, okay, I just need a little fountain. That's it.
I also just want to be like, not give me the power to crush
this bitch.
That took me out last night.
She needed all the strength, but also, why did y'all leave Chip to pull himself out the pool? That poor baby. That's how his energy went. We could have had him a little bit.
But
I think it was dying.
But that was kind of sweet, though. I think I already died before you got here, but I woke up when I heard your voice. I was like, oh,
ruined.
I was like, oh, that's why you fucking died. That shit's ruined on me. I'm sorry.
Brittany. Also, when Jennifer pulls the rod out of her stomach, the pool skimmer definitely was giving me Freddie and Dream Warriors vibes. When he pulled it out and he licked it, Freddie is sick, but that's why I love him. Jesus.
Ow.
Who said no?
I said, ow.
Oh.
I was pulling it out and I said, ow.
Look, you see my tone change real quick. I said, who about to get kicked off this call?
Do either of you have a tampon?
I thought you might be plugging. Okay, one thing about Jennifer, bitch, she gonna go out a window, okay? She just be hopping out of these windows. Because when she first did it after her and Needy kissed, and then you see that she jumped from like the second floor and is nowhere in sight. Then the second time when she jumped out of the little pool center and she just leaped out the window, Needy was like, this bitch.
I'm going.
Horse, okay. Oh my God, wee. Oh my God. I forgot about that video. Oh my God, wee. Speaking of Needy, your girl has had it, okay? She in her bed. She's had a cramp. She's sick of it. She's sick of it. And she decides that she must kill Jennifer to end all of it. She goes to Jennifer's house, which we saw earlier, and sees Jennifer picking out her next victims in her yearbook. Crashing through the window, Needy scraps up with Jennifer, wielding a box cutter. Pulling a Rashad and Nunu, Needy snatches the BFF necklace from around Jennifer's neck and is able to stab her in the heart. Right after Jennifer bites her, she had to get a little taste. Finally destroying the demon and killing Jennifer, Jennifer's mom enters, and where the fuck was she at when that window shattered? Come on now. And finds Needy with the box cutter on top of her daughter's body.
How you just gonna lay there after killing your best friend? Like,
exhausted.
Was you gonna run? What would you do? Yeah, she's seen you.
I know, but it's just like, that's so awkward.
So y'all, this is why I want to be a succubus. This scene right here really, really did it for me, because the only reason that Jennifer died was because her link to Needy was severed. Mm-hmm. Because that BFS necklace was yanked the fuck off of her. That's the only reason Needy got the better hand and was able to knock that bitch out of this world and back to hell where she came from.
She couldn't believe. She said, "Bitch, I know you did not just, girl."
Like the look of the what is it? The melancholic look that she had on her face, plus the betrayal of the necklace getting snatched off, and then the way she was like kind of falling down. It was just like her world was literally just. Not the fact she's killed all of Needy's motherfuckers that care about her that she needs, or the fact that she ate her fucking boyfriend because or she's actually trying to eat Needy herself because she goes both ways. It was literally because she severed the relationship. The funny thing is, even through all this, Needy and Jennifer still could have been BFFs forever. They have to talk it out. In fact, They got a toxic relationship, but they could have still been friends forever, honestly, if she would have allowed it, because they needed each other.
They did. One thing I like too, when she does get stabbed and Jennifer's like, my tit. And Needy's like, no, your heart. Cody Diablo's like, I wrote that on purpose because people are like trying to see her tits. And I'm like, I'm trying to show you she's a human. Pay attention. But I do like, I don't know if you guys noticed this subtle detail. I do like when Needy stabs Jennifer, you see the real Jennifer come back as she's dying. Like you see all the color just come back into her skin. And I'm just like, damn, this is so sad. But soon after, Needy is brought to the asylum where we first met her. And since she was bitten by Jennifer, she has absorbed some of her supernatural powers, such as the ability to hover in the air. Needy just, twiddling her fingers, waiting for her moment. Still was kind of set up on revenge for what was done to Jennifer and most importantly, her, and escapes the mental facility. After learning where the kettle ends, she finds the dagger used to kill Jennifer and hitchhikes a ride to the hotel where Low Shoulder is staying. There, she slaughters the members. I mean, swipe on sight, bitch, whose killings are later discovered by the local authorities.
How no one else find out where the vortex ended at? Like,
I'm just like, it was right there on the road. Like, y'all didn't see them bright ass orange balls? Y'all mean to tell me y'all ain't see that? There's no way.
Idiots.
Whatever. When Needy was hitchhiking, I definitely got Teeth vibes. You remember the Teeth movie at the end when Dawn was hitchhiking with that man? Yeah. It definitely gave me those vibes. Also, Needy, good on you, girl, for fucking them up, as you should.
Baby, that ending shot when you thought the movie was over, but it wasn't, because you got to see what the fuck she did to them niggas. I was like, I fucking love you, Needy Les Nikki, because when I say she gave them niggas what was coming to them, she fucked them up.
She gave them this work, okay? Full work. No break.
So as we were talking, maybe like the second half of this movie, I realized that I think I did have a semi-toxic friendship at one point. And it wasn't toxic in the way like trying to steal boyfriends and shit like that. But it was the whole aspect of like not being able to handle me getting friends outside of her. And this was at the, like when I first did pro cheer and I'm getting all of y'all as friends and I'm going out hanging out with y'all. And one of my friends just could not handle it. And she was like getting so jealous and so upset. And I had to talk to my mother about it, try to figure out what the hell was going on. Like we fixed it. But like at the time it was wild.
Now that's definitely a form, because once they be trying to act like they okay, but then you find out ain't shit sweet.
Not okay. I'm like, dang, I can't have friends.
I got a confession. That's me.
It is. No, that is Brittany. Brittany, you cannot get a new friend because Brittany is gonna fucking lose her shit. Okay? If you get a new friend, you have to introduce Brittany too. Because she not having it.
One of my friends had toxic line sisters and it pissed me off because it was like, I was her friend before y'all crossed your organization. So you looking at me up and down and crazy, like I can't talk to her when she was my friend before she even met you? No.
That's how your friend felt when you had us as friends. But we not mean though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
everybody
we nice.
Right.
So, it is what it is. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into these
ratings.
Jennifer's Body, y'all, Jesus, these scores. I really don't even care about these scores because I just feel like the money's been fucked for this movie. We know what the truth is. This movie got a 5.3 out of 10 on IMDb, a 45% on Rotten Tomatoes, a 47% on Metacritic, and 84% of Google users loved this movie. Let's see. Johnny, you go first.
Well, I gotta go first.
I really want to hear your rating.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for this.
Don't be. So I'm not kidding. I definitely enjoyed the movie the first time I watched it. And watching it last night, I realized that this is a movie that I could have on in the background and half watch. Not saying that it's bad, but like it's something that I could like play, like how I play Grease and how I play like other things. I still think the dialogue is kind of corny. I know that that's a thing and people like the dialogue. However, sometimes I'm just looking at the screen like, what the fuck is this? But I definitely would like to see a movie about Needy and her new demon powers. But I give this movie an 80.
I wasn't gonna let you give it nothing below an 80. I'm just letting you know right now. Because
I almost said 75.
But I was about to be like, bitch, you are lime green jello and you can't even admit it.
Ashley, this may be her highest rating. She doesn't normally give movies this high. Does she?
I gave Tamara a 90.
She gave Tamara a 90.
Okay. I was like, goddamn. Wait, so what, you only gave it to 80?
I was surprised too, but she wasn't about to get us nothing lower than the 80. So I was gonna be like, guess again. Try again. Brittany, go
Ashley,
ahead.
please make sure you like play the sound of all the air getting let out of my balloon because now I'm just so you gave it an 80. I love Tamara though. I get it, but what? You know what?
Gave me a different feeling than Jennifer's Body.
I'm ashamed.
I feel like Tamara was an OG and Jennifer's Body is like a.
I can respect that.
I got it. Respect that. I can see it. Maybe you should give it like an 85 or something.
She like, I'm not even. She said, Ashley, you can settle for 80. I'm not.
And I'm just like not feeling like the dialogue. Like some of the dialogue is cool, but it was like the extra lingo and shit. It was just giving me very.
So what up, Monistat? Didn't sing to you?
No.
You didn't understand it?
I did understand it, but I'm like.
The lead singer, he's extra salty.
You must be soy sauce, babe.
And then, and see, the thing about it is, it's like to us, salty wasn't a good thing. So I'm like, oh.
Well, I can't, well, never mind. Y'all know that they not us, so this makes sense.
I know, but
you can't judge them by our standards. Salty makes sense for them. They don't use salt.
Brittany, rate the movie.
I'm sorry. I love this movie. It is my favorite. I get it. I get having backstabbing friends that you like, you're kind of codependent on. Now, this one backstabbing friend that I have visualized in my mind, I'm not codependent on them. I really wish they would disappear. But that's not very nice. But I get it. And I don't know if I have anybody now in my life that I would just go to bat for, try to save you from your own demon. I probably would. There's a couple people. I like the music. I like what the fuck they're saying. My tit. So I'm going to have to give it 95. Because this is my shit, all right? I can quote this movie left and right. I've been doing movie quotes every time I've been on here because I fuck with this shit. So yeah, 95 tickets seems appropriate. I got to take 5 tickets away for Till Death. Argue with your mama.
That shouldn't even.
It don't even got nothing to do with this.
It has everything to do with the way I'm rating, and I'm not taking it away because y'all didn't appreciate this film. Not you, survivors. Other folks didn't appreciate this film, and we have Till Death in that fucking vampire movie. So I'm giving it 95.
So you're gonna knock it down a point because she went on to do something later that it's not good. I don't.
Oh wow.
And the math is not mathing.
And guess what? And that's why I use alternative facts. Because it's getting 95 out of 100. I can change it if you give it 85.
No.
Then no.
Oh, wow. Okay. I gave Jennifer's Body a 95. I would have gave this movie 100 if it had a little more of the horror elements. And we already talked about why Cody kind of held back a little bit. But I think if they would have went a little forward with the horror, this would be a banging ass movie. Y'all know me. I love a good for her horror movie. I love any movie that's down with the girls. Y'all know I love it.
Why it sound like you said the horror and not horror?
I heard
I used to get, okay, so when I was younger, real quick, because I know we've been telling a lot of stories this episode, but when I was little, I got in trouble because my mom, I wanted a Ghostface outfit, but my mom didn't find like an actual Ghostface outfit. So she bought me a Grim Reaper outfit, but on the tag, it said the horror. And when I was repeating it when I was little, I got in trouble because they thought I was saying whore. And they was like, that's a bad word. I'm like, no, I'm saying horror. They was like, you're saying whore. I'm like, no, I'm saying whore.
I remember one time I was playing Madden on the PlayStation and it was called a Slam Blitz. And I called it a Slam Bitch. And my parents just looked at me like, the fuck?
I'm trying to learn how to human. Talking is hard, okay? Y'all ready to go to the souvenir shop?
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks for writing. Before you go, take a detour into the souvenir shop.
I told you guys that this movie has a musical, but did you also know that it has a book, a graphic novel by Rick Spears? There's a link down below, Survivors, if you want to check it out. I seen it was like $25. I don't know if you can get it anywhere else, but that's it. But the novel features less of Jennifer than the film, but it does capture her going in for the kill several times. It focuses heavily on following her soon-to-be victims and provides information on their personalities, not elaborated on in the film, so that readers can better conclude whether the boys deserve to be murdered.
Who cares?
You're right. The novel consists of 4 chapters with a prologue and an epilogue, with art provided for each by different artists. Each one follows a different boy and what is happening in his life before Jennifer kills him.
I don't give a fuck. I fully stand the succubus lifestyle, and so why the fuck would I care about? Oh goddamn, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. But y'all know what I was gonna say.
But the thing is, we could be finding out that these dudes is like Nate Jacobs. Okay, I keep speaking to Euphoria references. I'm sorry. But we could find out that these niggas is rats, and it gives you more of a reason for them to be dead. We could still be on Jennifer's side. We don't know yet. We ain't ready.
Well, I'm always gonna think these motherfuckers is Nate Jacobs. I'd rather them be him than be Ashtray or something.
First of all, my baby Ashtray. Leave my baby Ashtray alone.
That's okay? My point. I'd rather them be a Nate than an Ashtray. I'm not gonna eat an Ashtray. That's a nice,
Ashtray
that's
gonna
a nice
come
person.
through and hold you, okay?
First of all, Ashtray might fuck me up. Okay, so let's get that together. And I want to continue my lifestyle.
Footsteps coming. You better chill out.
But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fuck up Nate Jacobs. Fuck you. And your daddy. I'm gonna eat your daddy too.
I mean, there's a reason why he was the way he was.
I ain't seen season 2 yet, so I don't know.
I'm talking about Cal, not Nate Jacobs. But.
I just can't wait till Sunday. But anyway, for all the cover art survivors, you can check us out on our IG so you can see all the various covers. I've tried to pick up so many as I could. If you've seen some that we haven't posted, just send them to us because you know we like to talk about cover art. And with that being said, let's talk about this March theme real quick.
Oh my God.
Guess who's mad at me? Guess who's mad at me? Twerk it out. Twerk it out. Twerk it out. John May is pissed because next month it's dun 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 Afro Circus, Afro Circus. We doing March of the Clowns all month. We talking about motherfucking clowns.
Oh my God. John May, I'm so sorry, but y'all, that's some fire-ass clown movies. So I can't wait for y'all to do them.
So the part guide is out. My people on Patreon, they done seen it already, so they knew what was coming. But now y'all know. We are doing Clown from 2014, so don't watch that other clown movie because you ain't gonna know what the fuck we talking about. The first Terrifier, Stitches, which I also think came out in 2014 or 2011, one of those, and the baddest fucking clown of them all, motherfucking Pennywise from It. But we aren't revealing what version we're doing yet. You got to find out on our Instagram in just a little bit. But with that being said, let me run these park announcements.
I'm not happy right now.
And Pennywise, the dancing clown.
And you guys don't understand that I have been dreading March for like months at this point. Because I have known for at least 6 months that this was what this theme is.
I'm going to listen to every episode faithfully. While I'm doing work, I'm going to have y'all on. I'm gonna listen. I might text you, Johnny. I literally might text you and be like, "Oh, you sounded very frightened right here." I will make it.
She might pull a left eye and show up to recording with tape on her mouth. She might not talk.
Yo, because I think there has been a couple of episodes where I'm just barely speaking because I ain't like the movie. But then Ashley was like, you can't do that. So,
like, you gotta help me out here.
It's not them having a CGI your eyes open.
Like,
we gonna dub her voice. Maybe. As always, survivors, you know you can hit us up on the social waves at D180 Podcast on IG, Twitter, TikTok. If you trying to come get us on Patreon, get the exclusive shit, you can. Our next episode, as we said, is 2014's Clown. Make sure you check out all the show notes below so you can get all the links, all the research I've done for y'all that I do every week for y'all. Please go blow them show notes up. I would appreciate that. If you need anything else, you can definitely email us at destination180podcast@gmail.com. And with that being said, I want to thank Brittany for coming through the party.
Thank you, girl.
Thank you for having me in my mini stories.
They're fun.
Y'all know at this point, Brittany is damn near our third. But Brittany got a little something coming out. I'm pretty sure the next time she's on the show, that's going to be up and popping, and she could give you more info on it better than I can. But other than that, we're going to see y'all next time, survivors, when the clowns come marching in.
I'm traumatized already.
We'll see you soon.
Bye, y'all.